Hey guys, hope you are well. So, welcome to the Anime Fictions 2.0. This is the story about what if female kyubi possessive of powerful Naruto. Part 2. Hope you loved the first part. Hope you will love this what if scenario. If you did, do subscribe for more awesome whatif. Share with your friends and enjoy them. Check out the other videos I have created. Comment down your opinion. So, without wasting any time, let's jump into the second part. What it means to be Naruto. Stop this, Naruto leaves Sasuke-kun alone, screams Sakura afar, looking at her crush being pummeled by the one who has a crush on her. Well, what happened to your trash talk, huh? Said Naruto, who kicked Sasuke as he skidded a couple of yards. Sasuke wiped his bleeding mouth as he tried to get up. Naruto then started to charge right at Sasuke. Sasuke tried to keep up and anticipate his movement, but still got on the receiving end of Naruto's punch. Sasuke flew as Naruto hit his face. He got up and tried to retaliate with his signature technique as he was at the right distance. With the necessary hand signs, he executed his technique fire release. Great. But he was disturbed by the sudden appearance of Naruto. Fast. Sasuke was dumbstruck as Naruto then uppercut him as the Uchiha flew in the air. While Sasuke was in the air, Naruto appeared behind as he grabbed the Uchiha's back and started twisting him in a tornado-like fashion as he threw Sasuke towards the trees. Sasuke was about to hit the tree, but someone grabbed him. It was Kakashi, as Naruto then felt someone grab his shoulder. It was another Kakashi. The Kakashi holding Sasuke was a clone, and the one holding Naruto was the real one. This does not for some reason look like a spar, said Kakashi sternly at Naruto, looking at him ready to scold him. However, Naruto roughly took his hand back as he gave Kakashi a cold look. Who do you think you are? Kakashi's raised his eyebrow at his student. Naruto looked pissed. You think I don't know about your secret training? Kakashi's eyes went wide at what his student was implying. Naruto then chuckled, but don't worry, no matter how many times you train him, he will never beat me. Naruto then barged Kakashi roughly as he left the copy ninja, who didn't have time to react because he was frozen in shock. Sasuke-kun! Sakura's scream of worry echoed, bringing Kakashi back as he looked at his other two students. What happened here? Said Kakashi, who walked towards them. It was Naruto, he just went crazy on Sasuke-kun, said Sakura, who was trembling. He was scary. Kakashi's eyes went wide. She is lying, said a voice behind him. It was Kira as she looked at Sakura with eyes narrowed. Kira just went past Naruto, and she was surprised he didn't notice her. What? I'm not lying anyway. Who are you? Said Sakura, who started to raise her tone at the beautiful woman before her. Kira didn't like her tone. Not one bit. Sakura, tell me the truth, said Kakashi, who grabbed her shoulder, making the pink-haired girl flinch. Sasuke looked to be brooding as he just sat there. Sakura bit her lip as she looked at the right. Both Kakashi and Kizara looked at the direction she was looking at, and all they saw was a broken bowl on the ground as liquid was flowing out of it. Sakura then reluctantly confessed to the two before her. Naruto-kun! Yelled I am as she saw Naruto, who was walking with his hands on his pockets. I am, groaned Naruto, looking at his friend as he held his belly. Naruto-kun, how was training before? I am, got a reply. Naruto just ran away from her, making her eyes go wide. Naruto-kun, wait! I am held out her right hand at the fleeing figure of Naruto. Naruto managed to leave I am as he then stopped because his belly was rumbling. He held his belly as at each passing rumbling it made him even angrier. Naruto clenched his fists as he wanted to kill the bastard. How dare he do that? Naruto remembered what happened as he clenched his teeth. Flashback. Arc. Naruto yawned as he woke up, stretching. He looked at the side of his bed and Kizara was nowhere in sight. He got dressed as he then went to the living room, then to the kitchen. She wasn't there. Where did she go? Naruto looked at the clock and it was 11 o'clock. He then opened the fridge as he looked at the food that contained it. His sweat dropped. I don't know how to cook. He then went to the cupboard to get his ramen, but the closet just didn't open. His eyes then went wide as he recollected to what happened. Naruto, from now on you will not eat ramen but real food. Damn you, Kizara! His belly rumbled as Naruto groaned. Might as well go to training, sighed Naruto as he left to go out. On his way out, as he opened the door, he saw Iam, who tried to knock. Their eyes met. Delivery, giggled Iam. This made Naruto's eyes go wide. Ramen has yet again saved the day. The two best friends were sitting outside enjoying the sunshine. So I am not because I don't want you to be here, but why are you here? I am looked at her best friend and smiled. To feed you silly. She then opened the plastic bag holding back the ramen, much to Naruto's ire. She brought out the ramen, but this time it looked different. No, the thing that was different was the bowl. It looked to be homemade. Ah, you mean this? Giggled I am at the hungry look Naruto was giving the ramen. Naruto nodded. It's for you. Naruto looked to be confused. I know you have a bowl, but this bowl will be your always get go ramen bowl, exclaimed I am as Naruto just sweat dropped comically. Here Naruto, and good luck in training today. Naruto was touched. No one ever did a thing like this for him, and here is his first friend doing this for him. Naruto froze. Naruto-kun, you alright? I am worriedly asked as she then all of a sudden got hugged by Naruto. She was in shock as she felt the warm feeling Naruto was giving her, making her blush. I will keep this close to me forever. I am was in euphoria. Naruto then took his ramen. I will take this to training, thanks. Naruto then ran off with the ramen in tow. I was left alone as she held herself together thinking about her best friend, each thought making her blush. Are you even listening? Naruto Baka screamed Sakura as she all this time tried to hit him but didn't even land a hit, which irritated her to no end. Naruto sat down as he was enjoying the ramen made for him. The blonde delinquent smiled as he was happy, a feeling he didn't feel often. Naruto didn't notice Sasuke standing in front of him as the Uchiha was looking smugly at him. Fight me, dope. Naruto looked at him swallowing his ramen. Sure, when Kakashi comes we spar. Sasuke didn't like Naruto's answer as for some reason the air felt tense. Only Sakura felt it as she gulped. Dope, fight me now. I don't want to repeat myself again. Sasuke looked pissed as he was shaking. Naruto ignored him as he was just eating his ramen waiting for his teacher to come. Then all of a sudden his ramen flew in the air. Naruto's eyes widened in horror at the bowl, which shattered when it hit the ground. The shocked blonde looked at the shattered bowl. I am made for him. It's for you. I know you have a bowl, but this bowl will be your always get go ramen bowl. He looked at Sasuke, who was smirking victoriously. Naruto then snapped. He lunged at the Uchiha. End of flashback. Naruto sighed. I failed you, I'm sorry. His belly rumbled. He then felt someone behind him as he heard dogs. Naruto-kun, fancy seeing you here. Naruto turned around and saw Inuzuka Hana and her 3 dogs. His belly then grumbled in hunger again. Naruto just lightly chuckled in embarrassment. Hana looked at him, and then took him away, shocking Naruto. Restaurant. Naruto froze as he looked at the food at his table. What's wrong, Naruto-kun? Naruto kept looking at his food. You sure? I don't have the money. Hana giggled. Don't worry about that, it's all taken care of. Naruto was unsure but didn't want to disappoint, and also was too hungry to care. Thanks. He then started to munch. Yo, Hana greeted Anko, who stumbled upon her friend who was eating with someone. You on a date? Hana blushed lightly, making Anko smirk. Anko looked at the person who was eating at the other side of the table. Naruto, is that you? Shouldn't you be training? Can't talk. Eating, Hana giggled. Anko just sweat dropped as she sighed and then joined the two, much to Hana's disappointment. Yohi Kurenai finished her team's training. Kiba and Hinata went to train some more and Shino went home. Naruto didn't come today as she waited, but he didn't come. Maybe he's still training. Kakashi is always late. After all, it was still afternoon as she decided to see Anko, who was at the restaurant they always meet at. When she got there, she heard laughter and saw Hana and Anko enjoying themselves while they talked with Naruto. Wait, Naruto. So you put the kid in a hole? Laughed Anko, and Hana giggled. Hey, he deserved it, and besides got to stand up for myself, said Naruto. Hey everyone, Kurenai greeted. Naruto looked at her. Oh, sorry, I didn't come today, had a lot of things on my mind. Kurenai nodded. That's alright. Anko looked on as she noticed what was going on. Oh, Kurenai-chan having a rendezvous with the tornado, said Anko, sultry at the word rendezvous, making her friend blush. Anko, it's not like that. Hana's eyes narrowed at the red-eyed jounin, while Naruto just ate his meal oblivious to the whole situation. So what were you guys talking about? Kurenai wanted to change the subject, which worked as Anko took the bait. So Naruto, one question, do you know any Yakuza? Naruto just sweat dropped. Kakashi sighed. He and Kira were looking for Naruto everywhere, and he was nowhere to be found. Let's look at the ramen stand again. Kakashi and Kira went past the restaurant as they too heard laughter and noises. Kizara's eyes went wide as she saw Naruto talking to Kurenai, Anko, and another girl, and they were enjoying themselves. There he is, why don't we? Kizara just walked past him, completely ignoring him, leaving Kakashi confused. The group stopped talking as they saw Kizara. Kizara smirked as she saw Naruto's shocked face. Kira-san, what's up? Said Anko, making Naruto sweat even more. Kizara smiled sweetly. Nothing, Anko. So what are you all doing? Anko giggled as she flung her left hand on Naruto's shoulders. We are having fun, aren't we, Naruto? Naruto looked to be frozen. Hey Naruto, hello. Anko snapped her fingers as she woke the blonde man up. Oh yeah, he. Kizara smirked. Hana then suddenly got up as she stood before Kizara. Inuzuka. Hana, I don't believe we met. Kizara looked at her hand that was extended. Naruto gulped, knowing her personality. Kizara just smiled. Yagashi Kira and took her hand. Naruto sighed in relief. How do you know Naruto? Naruto's eyes went wide as Hana blushed. Kizara's eyes narrowed as she wanted to know more. Hey everyone, Kakashi greeted as he then looked at Naruto. Now Naruto, let's go back to training. Naruto got up and went to Kakashi's face. I see you tomorrow. Naruto just walked past him, but Kakashi grabbed his arm. Naruto, you don't want to disobey your commanding officer, don't you? Naruto just looked at him. Everyone became silent as Kizara's eyes narrowed at the tense atmosphere. Naruto looked at Kakashi. You obviously don't know me very well. I see you tomorrow, and then took his hand out of the copy ninja's grasp, then walked off. Naruto Kurenai screamed, fearing for his safety, as this may be considered as insubordination. Kurenai got up. Well, why doesn't Naruto train with me today so he can cool off? Kakashi nodded as he looked angry still. Naruto, we will see the Hokage tomorrow. Kakashi then shined away back to his team. What the hell is wrong with you? Screamed Anko at Naruto, who had his back turned. You're lucky Kurenai helped you, or you would be having a meeting with the council and the Hokage to decide your future, said Hana sternly. TCH future. Naruto chuckled. Don't make me laugh, as he then left, leaving the group stunned. Kurenai sat back to her seat as she let go the breath she was holding. What was that about? Said Anko as she looked at Kira. Do you know? Said Hana. Kira sighed, inwardly disturbed in what happened today. Naruto-kun. To show her friendship, she told them what happened, making the group's eyes wide. Just for a ramen, and he got angry, sighed Anko. Well, maybe there is more to it, said Kurenai. A bag was heard falling in the ground. Everyone looked as they saw a shocked Iam, who turned around and ran off. Training Ground 7. Ugh, crashed. The training post was smashed to pieces. Naruto was huffing as he used all his energy trying to lose some stress. Decide my future. I have no future. It was decided on the day I was born. The former kyubi vessel, now vassal, clenched his bleeding right hand. He turned around and walked home. At the Uzumaki's apartment, Naruto went to his front door and saw someone there. It was Kiba. How did he know where I live? He looked to be pissed as he punched Naruto's door. Hey, I'm the one that's paying for that. Kiba turned around as he smiled suddenly. Naruto, I need your help. It's Hinata. Kiba started to panic as he took gestured Naruto to come with him. Before that, Naruto went inside his apartment to get bandages for his right hand as he then left with. At the Hyuga compound, Kiba told Naruto what happened. Apparently, while he and Hinata were training, they stumbled upon her sister and her dad. Her dad then started berating her, saying, why is she with him? Saying, Kiba quoted, why are you with this mutt? Why do you keep disgracing me, girl? Hinata looked to be in tears as she was taken away. So here is what we do. Silence ensued as Kiba didn't know what to do. Naruto sighed. Why don't we just go in and knock? Both boys went to the front gate and pressed the alarm. A branch servant answered as Kiba replied, thus they let him in. It sound too easy, thought Naruto. The boys went inside as Hinata quickly came out. Kiba-kun. Nah, Naruto-kun. Hinata blushed as Naruto greeted. Hey Hinata, let's go train. This time Naruto will train with us. Hinata blushed at what Kiba said. Naruto looked shocked as he wanted to rest. A branch servant came to the gate where they were. Hayashi-sama will see you now. Hinata and Kiba froze while Naruto just raised his eyebrows. He looked at Hinata and Kiba and shrugged. Well, why don't we see what he wants? Hinata trembled as Kiba gulped. At a meeting room where Hayashi is located, the group slid the Japanese-like door open as they saw Hayashi kneeling down with a table containing refreshments. Sit, Hayashi ordered as the group sat down. Now what do you want? Naruto looked at Kiba as the dog boy gulped. Well, we are here for Hinata to train with us. Hinata looked to be trembling at her father's cold gaze, and then he just chuckled, making both Kiba and Hinata gulp while Naruto looked to be drinking his tea. You want to train with this disappointment? Very well, you may train with her. Kiba looked to be happy at Hayashi's approval. However, Naruto and Hinata felt a but coming. However, Naruto sighed. I would like to ask why Hinata and not Hanabi. Hinata looked downcast. Because she is our friend, screamed Kiba as he slammed the table, alerting branch members. Naruto was on guard as Kiba was looking Hayashi right in the eye. Boy, you should know your place and keep quiet. Naruto interrupted. Hayashi-san, are you going to let us or not? Hayashi looked at Naruto as he inwardly scowled. I decided to not allow her. What? But you just said, screamed Kiba as Naruto gestured for him to be quiet. It's alright, Kiba, he has the right to change his mind. Naruto got up. Let's go, don't want to be here any longer. Naruto looked at Hayashi and smirked. See you later, Hinata. So she friends with a scum like you? I'm not surprised. Naruto stopped and turned around to look at him. You don't know me, so you could keep your opinions to yourself. Kiba and Hinata's eyes went wide to the way Naruto was speaking to the Hyuga clan head. Boy, do you know who you are speaking to? Naruto chuckled. See, I don't know you just as you don't know me, so we both should keep our opinions to ourselves. Hayashi scowled as then Hanabi came in. Father, you should just leave this scum and mutt before he infests the whole room. Hayashi smirked him. A pathetic nobody like you isn't worth it. Hey, leave Naruto alone. Kiba decided to help his new friend while Hinata looked even sadder. Naruto smiled at Kiba. Humph, grunted Hayashi as Naruto and Kiba then left to go outside. Then Hinata got the courage to go with them. Naruto-kun, Kiba-kun, both boys stopped. However, someone interrupted. Hinata-san, you should just listen to Hayashi-sama and leave the scum alone, said a main branch Hyuga who had a well-groomed hair. Takao-san, Hinata muttered as suddenly Naruto came up to the Hyuga. They looked at one another as the Hyuga smirked. Humph, there is nothing you can do, you trash, as I'm a main branch Hyuga, smirked Takao proudly. Naruto smiled as suddenly he bended over lucky 100 yen as he accidentally pushed Takao as he fell to the ground. The Hyuga got up to hit Naruto. You dare? Takao attempted to punch Naruto in the face, but the blonde man ducked and then done a hard uppercut right on his chin. Takao flew right to the door that Hayashi was in. Hinata gasped. Kiba's jaw hit the ground. Every Hyuga that gathered gasped. The door had a ripped hole in it as Takao crashed into the table Hayashi was sitting in. Hayashi got up looking at Naruto as he scowled while he held Hanabi. Naruto smirked delivery as he laughed at the scowl Hayashi and Hanabi was giving me. Hinata, from now on you can train with me anytime, after all we are friends, smiled Naruto as he grabbed Hinata's shoulders. Also forget this guy, you're a great person, said Naruto as he pointed at Hayashi. Then he left with Kiba running after him. Hinata did all she can not to faint as she mentally promised herself to not let Naruto down. Ever. Man, that was so cool. Kiba was awestruck as he was laughing at what happened. Hey, Kiba looked at Naruto as he looked at Kiba. You know he started it, right? Kiba nodded. Yeah, he tried to punch you and you retaliated with a counter. Kiba tried to copy Naruto's uppercut. Naruto chuckled. Hokage's office. Sarutobi and Kakashi discussing on what happened. Sir, what should you do? Sarutobi sighed. Well, from what you said, he should train with Kurenai for a while. After all, the team may need time to cool off. Kakashi tried to protest as Sarutobi cut him off. Kakashi, Naruto had all the rights to do what he did, because if he did come with you he won't be able to control himself. He might beat Sasuke even more, and I don't want that on my case. Kakashi nodded reluctantly. However, Kakashi, what did Naruto feel about you? Nothing, sir, he was just angry. Kakashi wanted to keep to what Naruto said about him and Sasuke to himself, as he felt that he could deal with it. Alright, dismissed. Kakashi nodded as he shined. Sarutobi sighed. Naruto, what can I do about you? Sir, the Hyugas were attacked by Naruto barged in and lion-masked Umbu. Sarutobi's eyes went wide. At the restaurant with Kazara and Co. Hyuga, what happened, said Kurenai as she looked at her Umbu friend all geared up. Hyuga took off her mask. It's Naruto, he attacked the Hyuga. Everyone's eyes went wide as they went with Hyuga. What did you do now? Naruto was what everyone was thinking. At the ramen stand, well on the way there. Kiba and Naruto we still hanging around as Naruto saw Ayam, who looked to be sad. Kiba, go on ahead, I need to do something. Kiba nodded as he went to the ramen stand. Ayam looked at Naruto as she looked to be crying. Naruto thought she was angry at him, tried to explain, but suddenly the girl hugged him. Why would you do that, you idiot? Naruto, as he held her, responded. I promised I will keep it, but broke it in day. He chuckled Naruto dryly. Ayam wasn't amused as she smacked his head. Ouch, what was that for? I could make another one for you, and that's for getting angry. Naruto gulped at the glare she was giving him. She suddenly hugged him again, shocking Naruto. Thanks. Naruto was confused for what Ayam quickly turned around. Naruto, come, let me and Dad make you ramen. Naruto, being Naruto, rushed in the ramen stand. Ayam giggled as she shook her head and went in. Hey Naruto, you want to come to my house again? Naruto sighed. Sure, I could come tomorrow. Today was a tiring day. Kiba nodded as Ayam and her dad were washing the plates. Suddenly a group of people came in the ramen stand. It was Kazara, the Jounins, and Hana. Yo sis, said Kiba as Naruto nodded at the group before him. Hyuga went to Naruto and quickly apprehended his arms as Naruto gave no struggle. This shocked Kiba and the Ichirakus. Uzumaki, Naruto, you are under arrest for grievous bodily harm. On what grounds? Said Tuchi sternly at the Umbu. For attacking the Hyugas. Ayam nearly fainted and Tuchi almost had a heart attack. What? But Naruto didn't do anything, screamed Kiba. This interested the group. Alright Kiba, what happened, said Kurenai to her student as Kiba then told everyone what happened. He helped Hinata, thought Kurenai as she felt sad for her student but proud at Naruto for helping the girl she sees as a little sister. He helped Kiba out, Hana was touched. He stood against the Hyuga clan, thought Kazara as she knew the clan to be arrogant assholes with god complexes second to the Uchihas. She smirked, her mate always impressed her with his fearlessness. His punch made a guy go 6 feet without chakra, said Anko, thinking out loud. This made everyone's sweat drop. Nevertheless, he will be taken as the Hokage requested. Hyuga, although felt reluctant, but still took Naruto, who screamed, I need a lawyer. Everyone's sweat dropped. Ayam can be seen biting her lip as even though Naruto joked around, this was a serious matter, and he knew that. Council meeting room. The council was in an uproar, well, the civilian anyways. First the Uchiha, now this all in one day. He needs to be restrained at once. He will not get away with this, screamed Haruno Sakuya. Let's just get Naruto here, and then we will decide, then said Shikaku. Some nodded as she just wanted to go home as she had the house all to herself for the first time. Can I watch my soaps in peace, thought Sim. Yes, she watched soaps. Anyone who had a problem can kiss her dog's ass. Koharu, Hamura and Danzo looked in thought while thinking of a plan to deal with the brat. An Umbu whispered something to Sarutobi's ear as everyone looked at their Hokage. It would seem that Naruto is here with Hyuga. Send him in, ordered Sakuya as the Hokage narrowed his eyes at her, making her shut up. Send him in. Naruto came in with Hyuga holding him. Naruto looked at Hyuga as he whispered, unless you're in SNM then don't let go. Hyuga blushed under her mask and quickly let go of him. He chuckled. Sarutobi coughed. Naruto, do you what you have done? Naruto nodded. Yeah, I know. Anything to say, brat, said Sakuya as Naruto narrowed his eyes at her. Simple self-defense. The room became silent as then the civilian council roared. Bullshit, you attacked him first. He is a Hyuga, he doesn't resort to violence like an animal like you. Silence, roared Sarutobi, making the civilian shut up in fear due to the killer intent that the Hokage was emitting. So Naruto, any proof you have to back up your claim? Naruto nodded as he said to ask Kiba or Hinata. My puppy was there. Naruto nodded as suddenly Hyuga stepped forward. Yes, cat, said Sarutobi. Sir, this is what Kiba-san reported to me. Thus Hyuga told them what Kiba told her. The civilians didn't believe him as they protested. Are you calling my pup a liar? Screamed some, not liking her son's honor being insulted. The other clan heads minus the Hayashi nodded in agreement. Let's all ask Hayashi and see what he thinks, said Koharu. Everyone looked at the Hyuga clan head as he was clasping his hands together and thought. The evidence is correct. The civilian looked glum, however Naruto rolled his eyes at the familiar remark. The damages must be paid in full. The civilian smirked. Naruto shrugged. Sure, I will pay using my mission money. Hayashi chuckled. Naruto, it's not done this way, said Sarutobi while Naruto looked at the old man questionably. You have to work off your debt. What about the other guy? Does he get away with it? Sarutobi shook his head. Regardless of his injuries, he will also face the same fate. What is my fate? Troublesome, it's Shikaku, as Naruto looked expectantly. Thanks to the evidence you provided, you were the victim, so you will get the easy punishment, frowned Koharu as Hamura also looked displeased. What is my punishment? Naruto hated to wait. It's Sarutobi was about to carry on. As the sun was setting, a blonde-haired boy wearing a cleaner's uniform can be seen wiping the wall, getting rid of tattoos. People were surrounding him. Serves the baka right, laughed Ino as Sakura nodded in agreement. Some civilians also agreed. Yo, Tornado, how's being Konoha's cleaner for the whole week? Ahahaha, serves you right, laughed the civilians. Naruto tried his best, ignoring the jeers and laughter at him. He sighed as he was not allowed to use any ninja techniques. But suddenly someone stood next to him. This person was wearing an apron ready to clean. Hey, you're not alone in this, Naruto-kun, let's get this done, and dusted, said Ayam with mop with her hands. Hey, you're not allowed to help him, said a rat Umbu. I don't answer your Hokage, let's go, Naruto-kun. The Umbu looked ready to protest, but Hyuga stopped him. Naruto was touched. Ayam, the woman, smiled as they started cleaning together to nightfall, having conversations while people bit by bit disappeared. Naruto took Ayam home as both were very tired. At the Uzumaki's apartment, Naruto sighed as he finally got home. Man, what a day! He then went to the living room as he turned on the light. As soon he did that, he saw Kazara with food on the table. I thought you would be hungry, said Kazara as Naruto smiled. You know I'm never too full, making Kazara giggle as they ate together. 1 week later. As time went on, Naruto's community service came to an end as that, and the D-rank missions almost made him insane. They were at the Hokage Tower as they finally apprehended that blasted cat Tora. Why can't to do other missions expect these ones, said Naruto. Absolutely no way, Naruto, you are not ready for any real missions, said Iruka, raising his voice. Naruto's eyes narrowed as he was about to carry on but stopped as Kakashi held his shoulder while he read his orange book. Sarutobi smoked his pipe as he sighed, sent him, and then a drunken man came in. Your C-rank mission is to protect this man, the Saname gestured the team to old man that came in. What's this? The old man had gray hair, a mustache with a small beard, and was well built. There was a sake bottle in his hand as he was drunk. This is my protection? Tazuna said, look like a bunch of brats, especially the pink one with the Barbie look, but the blonde looks cool. Sakura fumed while Naruto smirked. Ma, Sakura, calm down, don't kill the person we are trying to protect. Any? Kakashi I smiled as he held the pink-haired kunoichi back. Naruto just nodded at the old man as he nodded back. Who are you? I am the super expert bridge builder, Tazuna. I expect you to provide me super protection until I get back to my country and complete my bridge, Tazuna stated. Naruto then asked, what kind of sake is that, and how strong is it? Blondie, it is so strong that I'm drunk right now, Naruto nodded while everyone's sweat dropped. Kakashi coughed to get his team's first client's attention. Despite their age, Tazuna-san, I'm sure my genin can handle this mission. And even if something they can't handle it, I will personally handle it, Kakashi told the bridge builder as Sakura glared at him, while Sasuke had his usual broody look. Tazuna nodded. Alright team, let's get ready and meet at the front gate, said Kakashi as everyone nodded and went to prepare. At the Uzumaki's apartment. So you're going? Naruto nodded to his wife. Everything set? Naruto nodded. Toothbrush? Naruto nodded. Ration? Naruto nodded. Clothes? Naruto nodded. Enough, I have everything. Kizaru sighed as she then took out a tablet set and gave it to Naruto. What's this? Naruto looking at the small red tablets. Trust me, you will need this, it's something only you can use. Use it on your most important moment. Thanks, Kizaru, gotta go. Bye. Naruto kissed her and ran off, leaving his wife alone. What should I do now? Contemplated Kizaru as she went back inside. The team got together as they quickly left, each having thoughts about their new mission. HR and Itachi, I will be one step closer to reaching you. Naruto, I will beat you no matter what it takes. I must be strong to impress Sasuke-kun. Sensei, I won't let you down and get this team killed even if I must apprehend your wild legacy. I wonder if Tsunami will be surprised. A particular someone while he was listening to music. Hey guys, as promised, here is chapter 5. Everyone, I will recheck my previous chapters for mistakes like grammar and spelling etc., so check it out in 2 days' time. In this chapter 1 checked and it looks good. And also Zenitonian Warrior 37 will be my beta from now on. I wanted to send my chapter to him but didn't know how to, so sorry man, I can't make my fans wait. I know how it feels to wait. X Namikaze Cubics, don't worry man, May is hot, how can ignore her. However, I can't spoil you man. Tongue sticking out. 666 Kage, and Luffix Robin Luffix Nami, thanks, I know, that's why we'll go back and check my work. Orange Fuzzball, what you're saying appeals me. Shihuin Shunshin, keep guessing but Femzabuza, nah, I like it if he is a guy. Mike the Pokemaster, EBM 6969 and Full House, and most of all the Red Gilly, thanks man. Here is the new chapter. Tell me what you think, guys, worked hard. Everyone's age will be on my profile by tomorrow or next chapter, but Naruto is 16 years old. Italics means the person is thinking or music. Bold is a demon or god talking. Enjoy. Into the Waves Part 1. As the group were walking in a pathway towards Wave, everybody was doing their own business. Sakura fawning over Sasuke. Sasuke was quiet as a mouse as usual, and Kakashi was giggling while engrossed on his orange book. This is my protection, Tazuna suddenly sighed as he then looked at the black jacket wearing blonde who apparently looked alert even though he had headphones on. Is he listening to music? Sweat dropped the bridge builder as he looked at Naruto. Well, Tazuna assumed wrong. Naruto shut down his music the moment they left the gates. The boy in question came up to Tazuna. Hey Asen, what's the land of waves like? Well, I'm a well-accomplished bridge builder for my country's. Naruto nodded at the proud man. So due to your accomplishments people want you dead. Tazuna flinched. Naruto, you baka. It's an escort mission, not an assassination. Sakura scowled at the idiot for saying stupid things. That's right Naruto, we are just escorting Tazuna, that is all. Kakashi then started to giggle while he was reading his orange book. Sasuke was silent as he was in deep thought. The blonde is smart. Tazuna was impressed at the kid for putting two and two together. I hope they don't find out, sighed Tazuna as he hoped they would get to wave a lot faster. Naruto shrugged as he put on his headphones. Yo kid. Naruto looked up at Tazuna, who looked secretive. Come here. Naruto nodded as he went to Tazuna. Kakashi looked at them with a calculative eye. What is it? Said Naruto in a hushed voice. Tazuna smirked. You like to drink? Naruto raised his eyebrow. I'm not an alcoholic, old man. Tazuna shrugged. Sweet yourself, I have the strongest drink with me. Then old man brought out a medium-sized bottle with a black, gold, and white with a grain logo. Naruto's eyes went considerably wide. This was noticed by Tazuna as he smirked. Is that Naruto's voice quivered, looking at the old man, who nodded as he gave the boy a funny smile. But that's illegal, whispered Naruto closely to Tazuna while Kakashi looked to be going to the two. Nope, not in wave it isn't. Naruto froze. What? Everclear is legal there. I heard people die drinking that. Tazuna suddenly laughed out loud. It depends how you drink it, boy, but that stuff is poison, protested Naruto. Thought you don't drink. Naruto just ignored him, making the old man smile widely. You alright, kid? I like you. Ma, who doesn't drink? Kakashi interrupted too, making them both jump. Tazuna quickly disposed the drink. Just establishing a client and employer relationship, said Naruto. Tazuna furiously nodded his head in agreement. Kakashi looked at the two suspiciously as he then resumed reading. Kakashi-sensei? Do they have shinobi in Wave Country? Sakura asked. No, not in Nami no Kuni, as their ways are different, but hidden villages do exist, and they also have ninjas. Kakashi looked at her lazily but was mentally sighing as to why he is doing a lecture and not reading his precious book. In this world, the existence of a shinobi village means military power. So with this in mind, they maintain balance, fighting to gain advantage over each other. There are hidden villages, but they get funded by the country's government. For example, Konoha, we leave shinobi's answer to the Hokage, where he in time must answer to the feudal lord of Fire Country. There are many hidden villages, but there are 5 main ones which are the 5 strongest. The 5 are Konoha, Kumo, Kiri, Suna and Iwa. Wheel. All are the largest and most powerful, as they are commonly referred as the 5 great shinobi villages. Thanks to that title, they receive individual titles called Kage. Kakashi then looked at everyone who were listening intently. Apart from Naruto, the 5 Kages are the Hokage, Fire Shadow, Mizukage, Water Shadow, Reikage, Lightning Shadow, Kazekage, Wind Shadow, and Tsuchikage, Stone Shadow. They have over thousands of ninjas in the world. Sakura nodded, putting word by word in her head while Sasuke grunted and Tazuna tried to drink, but Naruto was stopping him. Hey, stop that, do it when you get home. Our kid, I ain't no pussy. Kakashi sighed. He looked at Sakura, who looked worried. Sakura, don't worry, there won't be any enemy ninjas on a C-ranked mission. Kakashi touched her shoulder reassuringly. Then, we won't come into contact with any foreign ninjas? Sakura asked with a mental sigh of relief. That's right. Kakashi was already reading his book as the pink-haired girl's sweat dropped. The group walked on in relative silence with a few whispers of conversation until they approached a puddle in the middle of the road. Kakashi noticed but pretended not to. The group walked past the puddle while Tazuna and Naruto kept arguing, completely ignoring the puddle. Then out of the blue, 2 shinobis came out of the puddle, completely catching the team off guard. They were fast, cloaked, and had some kind of chain between in one hand and attached to clawed metal gauntlets on one of each of their other arm. Everyone barely had time to gasp as the 2 unknown figures whipped the bladed chain around Kakashi with at least 5 loops and pulled it tight, pinning him in place. First for the masked man. One of the 2, both wearing mechanical masks and Hitate, growled out as they pulled. There was a tearing sound, a distortion, and pieces were shredded as Kakashi fell to the ground in a kick-up of a dirt cloud. Sakura screamed in horror, Tazuna gasped with a look of panic, Sasuke's eyes went wide and Naruto froze. And now for the target. One of them chuckled with vicious maliciousness as they rushed at Tazuna, who froze. As the chains now flew at Tazuna, who was too close for comfort, and knew it was too late, closed his eyes. Damn, I'm sorry everyone. Tazuna knew it was the end for him. Silence. Tazuna didn't feel anything. This time there was another tearing sound as Tazuna opened his eyes to look. Right at front of him was the blonde kid Naruto, who had the chains wrapped on his right hand, which was bleeding furiously, ripping his jacket. TCH, grunted Naruto as the chain held his right hand tight. Naruto then pulled the chain hard, making the chain snap in 2. This shocked the 2 ninjas. Sasuke used this opportunity and landed on the 2 ninja, grabbing at their restrained arms and kicking them in their faces. Unfortunately, even as his kicks landed, it made no effect as the 2 attacker tried to hit the Uchiha, but he jumped back. The 2 attackers then immediately dashed around towards Sakura this time, who screamed. From nowhere Kakashi jumped in front of Sakura with a drawn kunai in an attempt to defend her. The two ninjas quickly turned around to flee from him, but then one of them felt a chain wrap his right hand. He turned around and saw Naruto, who held him tight. Here, have your chain back. Although Naruto's right hand had the blades of the chain on him, the chain he threw on the ninja still managed to hold his right hand. Kakashi used this opportunity to subdue the other ninja as he caught the ninja off guard. What the ninja was surprised of the copy ninja's speed, as all he saw was darkness. Gozu, screamed the other ninja to his comrade as he couldn't move. Why, the ninja who was focusing on Naruto didn't know that Sasuke came behind him as he then launched a spin kick to his right temple, making him move to the side. Naruto then quickly pulled the ninja to him painfully as the man was dragged towards him. Naruto kneed the ninja as he quickly used the chain and wrapped it around him. The scene then ended with the ninja on the ground wrapped with the chain, which Naruto held it all together with his bleeding right hand. Well done, Sasuke. Naruto eyes narrowed at Kakashi with Sakura, who was agreeing with him. Thanks, Naruto, said Tazuna, making said boy nod at his appreciation while he held his right hand. Is your hand okay? Naruto nodded. It's alright. He then ripped part of his white shirt and then wrapped it around him to stop the bleeding and not get infections. I'm glad the chain wasn't laced with poison, not knowing the gauntlet was the weapon laced with poison. The scene changed as the two now conscious ninjas were held together at a tree. So you are Gozu and Meizu, the Oni Kyodai, demon brothers, missing names from Kirigakure no Sato. This shocked the two ninjas. Ma, don't be surprised, you screamed out Gozu's name, which made it easier for me to find your identity, said Kakashi. Kakashi started to leave, but Naruto stopped him. Hey, aren't we going to deal with them? Let's leave them, Naruto. The patrols will pick them up. Naruto was displeased, but HRN Dobe, you didn't even do anything. All you did was freeze like a coward, taunted Sasuke. Sakura also smirked. Whatever, Uchiha, you can take your wannabe damsel in distress and go to your emo castle, taunted Naruto. Right back, Sakura fumed and Sasuke scowled. Nice one, Naruto laughed. Tazuna, enough, Naruto. Tazuna-san, you have some explaining to do as to why you lied to us, said Kakashi, looked serious at his client for the offense he caused. Tazuna started to sweat. I lied about the mission, but I had no choice. Wave had been taken over by a corporate tyrant known as Gato. Naruto's eyes went wide at that Gato of Gato Corporation. He is one of the richest men in the world. Tazuna nodded. Yes, he controls all the shipping lanes around Nami no Kuni now. His thugs run rampant over our entire country, doing whatever they please, and our economy has suffered greatly. We can't even afford a decent meal because Gato is draining the country dry. Naruto nodded, listening intently. He is getting away with it because he is legal. Everybody was looking at him now. You know a lot about Gato, Naruto, said Kakashi, who warily looked at his student. Naruto raised his eyebrow at the one-eyed Jounin. You all don't watch the news. Everyone just kept looking at him for answers. The blonde man sighed. The news know the world see him as a good man, and that he is changing Wave for the better. Tazuna scowled at what the world see that scum as. If what you say is true, then why does he want to kill you? A bridge builder? Tazuna nodded at Naruto. I'm building a bridge. That is our only way to break free from his tyranny, and the only protection mission we could afford was a C rank. Tazuna explained. Nevertheless, our task was to simply get you to your destination, and guard you while you finished constructing your bridge. If we had known we would be fielding attacks from ninja, we would have staffed a different squad and charged for the cost of AB mission. Even if you had your own reasons, lying to us about the mission is unacceptable, not to mention a bad idea when you're asking for help. The task itself falls beyond the boundaries of the job we were assigned. Tazuna looked to be broken at what Kakashi was implying. We're not ready for this kind of mission. Let's quit so Hokage-sama can send a proper team to accomplish the mission, Sakura added, since she was terrified at fighting enemy ninjas. And no, everyone looked at Naruto, who was shaking. I'm not running away, not now or ever. Naruto, this isn't a game you could get killed, said Sakura at the idiot who is trying to play hero. Naruto looked at the pink-haired girl in disgust. You think helping those in need is a game? Sakura's eyes went wide. You treat your whole life as a game, putting on makeup and playing dress up. Don't you dare lecture me? Sakura froze as Naruto was berating her. Enough, Naruto, we are leaving. Kakashi could not be persuaded, looking at Sakura as she was about to cry. No! Leave without me. I'm going with the builder. Tazuna looked at Naruto in awe. Kid, the old man was moved. Naruto, I had enough of your. Kakashi was about to scold his sensei's legacy, but the boy interrupted. You say that those who abandon the mission are trash, but those who abandon their comrades are worse than trash. Well, I'm Mather and I won't abandon Tazuna to die. Kakashi's eyes went wide as he remembered Obito. The Dobe is right. If he stays, I stay, said Sasuke, also not budging to leave. Sasuke Kakashi looked at Sakura, who's shaking, but it's dangerous. Sakura, we are ninjas, it's our job to face other ninjas, said Sasuke as he easily persuaded the pink girl. Okay, we are all staying, said Sakura, besides Sasuke-kun, and Sensei will protect me. Alright kids, Tazuna, we accept the mission, now give us the details, said Kakashi. I must let Hokage-sama know about this. Tazuna nodded. Naruto's narrowed, so he only listens to Uchiha Tsuke. Naruto kissed his teeth, by which Kakashi noticed from afar. Gato runs a large shipping company, but he also, without anyone's knowledge, sells drugs and conducts prostitution. He uses his wealth to have ninjas and gang members to take over businesses and countries. Tears enveloped Tazuna's eyes as he wiped his glasses. He is a cruel man. In a year he took over Wave Country through owning the shipping industry. Gato now owns everything in the country, and the only thing he has to fear now is the completion of the bridge. Tazuna replied with determination. I see. Since you're the one building the bridge, you're in his way. Sakura deduced. Naruto rolled his eyes. He basically told us that. Okay everyone, let's all head out quickly before enemy ninjas come. Everyone nodded at their leader as they quickly left. Thanks to a friend of Tazuna's, Team 7 found themselves on a wooden boat being rowed along by a fisherman friend of Tazuna's. The team and co were told to be quiet as it was an illegal travel, and it will be trouble. This mist is so thick can't even see a thing, quietly spoke Naruto as the group now stumbled upon a huge bridge. Wow, what a big bridge, spoke Sakura in awe. I can't take you any farther than this. I wish you good luck, the fisherman said as he perched before rowing back the way they came. It's alright, you have to protect your families anyway, thanks for the ride. Tazuna sighed in relief as they continued walking. If we get attacked again, it will surely be a Jounin ranked ninja and not a Chunin ranked one. Kakashi thought, guess I won't be reading for a while. As group were walking, there was something coming from the bushes. There Naruto threw a kunai right at the bush. Everyone tensed as he walked over slowly and revealed that it was just a white-colored rabbit. Naruto walked over and saw a small white rabbit cowering in fear against a tree, the kunai just inches away. Naruto Baka, how dare you! That to that poor rabbit. Sakura held the rabbit, hugging. White fur. But that's impossible, it isn't winter, Kakashi thought, while Naruto thought of the same thing. Kakashi's eyes went wide. Substitution. Something was slicing through the air at frightening speed. Everyone get down, now! He shouted as the copy ninja pushed both Sakura and Sasuke to the ground. Naruto straightaway tackled Tazuna to the ground. The weapon in question sailed over them, as it began to curve before embedding itself in a tree. A tall man with bandages wrapped around the lower half of his face appeared on the hilt of the Zanbatsu, his back facing them. His forehead protector was off to the side of his head, and he had no eyebrows. He wore 2 forearm warmers, and he wore baggy pants with the same pattern, and black ninja sandals. He was shirtless, but had leather straps that could be used to hold his massive sword across his back. Zabuza Momochi, A-class missing nin of Kirigakure. Former member of the Mist 7 Swordsmen and Kirigakure no Kijin, Kakashi said, glaring at the man. Unseen by the others, Zabuza grinned darkly. Kakashi Hatake of the Sharingan Eye. I can see now why the demon brothers fail, and what's this? I also see you've taken a genin team of pathetic little wannabe ninjas, ha. Konoha, that village sure went down the drain. Now hand over the old man, I have a mission to execute him, Zabuza said evilly in his gruff yet gleeful voice. Sharingan? Sasuke thought in surprise as he glared at his sensei for keeping such an important secret from him. Everyone protect Tazuna. I'll deal with Zabuza, Kakashi ordered as he grabbed his forehead protector. Slowly he pulled it off, revealing the Uchiha bloodline. While I'm eager to end this fight as soon as possible, I must admit that I'm surprised how someone as powerful as you has fallen to serving a man like Gato. Money must be a big factor, huh? Zabuza grinned and shrugged as he began leaking out killing intent. The puny little man offered me a large sum of money. Plus, the chance of fighting someone at a level such as yours is a bonus. Also, watching your little brat squirm is going to be fun. Zabuza looked serious now, but enough talk. Hand over the old man, Kakashi. I don't think so, Kakashi snapped. Zabuza grinned and vanished before reappearing on top of the water, his hands also blurring through seals. I will end this quick. Kirigakure no Jutsu, hidden mist technique. Instantly, the already steam-covered area was enveloped in an even thicker mist, rendering it impossible for anyone to see. The group were all within a deep mist as they huddled closely together when they heard the evil chuckle of Zabuza. Be careful, everyone. Zabuza will probably go after me first. But he's also a master of silent killing. So, all of you stay on your toes, Kakashi whispered as he drew a kunai. Silent killing? Sakura sweated, fear evident in her voice. It's a killing technique that's executed quickly and in complete silence. It's possible that you'll be dead before you realize it. What's worse is that the mist limits my Sharingan potential. So whatever you do, don't let your guard down. Ha 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 ha, Zabuza's laughter can be heard in the mist. Tazuna flinched in fear, but Naruto held his shoulder. Tazuna looked at him as the boy was in deep concentration as he nodded, trying to ease the old man's fear. Tazuna nodded back at him. 8 points. A voice echoed around them, making everyone tense from the malice in the voice. Where is he? Naruto looked around as close as possible, not daring to lose his concentration. The killing intent that was now reaching in such a high level it started to suffocate Sakura and Sasuke as Naruto was taking deep breaths. What an intense thirst for blood. It feels like if I make one movement, he will kill me. I don't know how much longer I can take this. I can't do this any longer. Sasuke thought desperately as he brought and kunai held it closer to his neck. Sasuke, calm down. Don't worry, I'll protect the three of you with my life. I won't let anyone on my team die. The resolve in his tone of voice calmed the genins down a bit. Is that so? We will see about that, Zabuza said, disagreeing with Kakashi's proclamation. Naruto's senses were now pushed to their limits in an attempt to find him, but to no avail. The larynx, spine, lungs, liver, jugular vein, collarbone, kidney and heart. Now which vulnerable and delicious part shall I choose? The voice continued. Help me, someone help me. Sakura was shaking as she looked ready to cry. Like Sasuke, she too wanted to die. Kakashi held her shoulder tightly, making her flinch. I told you I will protect you all. This team cannot handle a mission like this. I need backup. But first need to get out of here. Tazuna whispered Naruto. The old man looked at him. What, Naruto? Naruto smirked. I need your help in something. Come here. Tazuna nodded. Why, Ninja Gaiden, Naruto shouted, alerting everyone and Zabuza. Naruto, what are you doing? Kakashi looked at the blonde boy. My job, that's what. You want the bridge builder? Well, he is right here. Naruto then took Tazuna's hand and then ran off. Naruto! Screamed Kakashi as Sasuke and Sakura looked shocked. MPH, you want to hunt, you get it. Naruto, Zabuza is after you, run. Naruto ran while he had Tazuna with him. Then from nowhere a huge Zanbatsu came crashing in front of him. Naruto and Tazuna stopped where they were. So brat, think you could outrun me? Zabuza's tower form stood in front of the two. Naruto then took out 2 kunais as he held them at each hand. You think you can take me? Chuckled Zabuza. Naruto just stood there on the defensive as then Zabuza charged right at him. Here I come, brat. The demon of the mist swung his huge sword at Naruto, who pushed a frightened Tazuna away to the left and rolled to the right as the sword landed in the middle. Naruto then flipped himself back up as he quickly jumped right at Zabuza, using this as an opportunity to strike. Naruto dived forward as he flipped clockwise, attempting to slash Zabuza's neck. The man with great strength quickly used his sword and blocked the attack. Ching! Both weapons clashed, each making loud noises. Naruto's kunai slashed Zabuza's kubikuribocho as he quickly turned to his left, and he brought his other kunai while he was in midair and tried again, this time attempting to stab his right rib using the hole in Zabuza's sword as a pathway. Zabuza quickly shifted his sword to the right as he managed to parry the boy's kunai away from him, while the boy's kunai scratched his blade, making a screeching sound. Zabuza then lifted his sword in the air and done a downward slice. However, Naruto quickly did a backflip and dodged the huge sword as it made a huge sound due to it being crashed in the ground. Crash! Naruto skidded next to a shocked Tazuna as they stood next to the water. You boy are good. Zabuza smirked as he then landed on the water his fast, and he thinks on his toes. The man was impressed. But this is the end with the necessary hand signs. Zabuza enacted his technique, which required 44 hand seals, as he did that quickly as possible. Water release, water dragon bullet technique. Naruto's eyes went wide as he then saw a huge water dragon made out of water. Zabuza chuckled. This is as far as you can get, boy. Naruto gritted his teeth in frustration as he looked at the trembled Tazuna. Hold on tight, okay. Tazuna just nodded fearfully. Naruto then screamed as he brought his 2 hands and did a cross-formation multiple shadow clone technique. Naruto poured as much chakra he could muster as then countless of Naruto clones formed surrounding Zabuza and his dragon. Zabuza's eyes went wide. You know AB rank. Well, that's not enough. I destroy you in an instant. All the Narutos launched and ran at Zabuza full speed as Zabuza smirked while he launched his water dragon technique. The two clashed as the ground shook. Team 7 heard the sound and felt the area shake. Sensei is that Naruto. Sakura had a shaken look while she was looking at the direction the sound came from. Sasuke gritted his teeth at how the dobe is fighting while he is sitting here doing nothing. The Uchiha was about to go, but his sensei stopped him. There might be someone else out there, or it's a trap. Sasuke gritted his teeth. Kakashi looked on, his eyes narrowed. What's happening? Naruto? Then a figure can be seen coming behind him, making the group tense and ready. The figure came closer and closer as it can now be identified. Kakashi's eye went wide in shock. Huge water and smoke flew as the water violently went everywhere, pouring the area. When the smoke cleared, someone stood there victoriously. Outside the smoke, Tazuna stood there frozen as he then saw a figure walking towards him. It was Zabuza as he held his huge sword on his back. When he got to the shaken Tazuna, he smirked wildly. It would seem this is the end of the line, old man. Tazuna pulled out a knife and charged at Zabuza, who smirked and dodged the pitiful attempt of a stab, and then pulled out a kunai from his pouch and then stabbed the old man. Urg, Tazuna grunted. Sorry, old man, a job is a job. Instead of blood and death, the old man just disappeared in smoke. What? Zabuza was astonished as he stepped back, shock evident in his eyes. Zeep, someone moved at a fast speed as then Zabuza quickly turned around. There in the middle of the air was Uzumaki Naruto. Wind release, drilling air bullet. Naruto took a deep breath, and then pounded his stomach to apply external pressure. He then shot a highly compressed air ball from its mouth. The pressure air ball was a big one, which shocked Zabuza as he quickly was on the defensive water release, water encampment wall. The huge compressed air ball hit the water wall as both techniques clashed, as then another Naruto came from Zabuza's right and tried to punch him in the face. Too slow, Zabuza dodged the boy and quickly kneed his stomach, by which the boy dispelled another clone. Another came from above with a kunai and tried to do a downward stab at the former mist ninja. Zabuza looked up as his eyes went wide. The Naruto in the air was accompanied by a lot of Narutos as they all huddled on Zabuza, each stabbing him. Silence then ensued. Arghhhh, all the clones flew as they all dispelled because Zabuza swung his blade violently. Boy, Zabuza became angry as he saw Naruto charging at him with a series of hand signs and Toko then jumped in the air. Wind release. Powerful wind wave. Naruto shot out a powerful gust of wind from his mouth at Zabuza. The technique also dispelled the mist as it destroyed everything in its path, going to Zabuza at a magnificent speed. Zabuza did another water wall to block the powerful wind wave with much difficulty, as he gritted his teeth. Damn, what a kid! Tazuna-san. Sakura was relieved that the old man was alive. How did you escape? Kakashi asked to his client as the old man was scratching his head sheepishly. Well, the kid helped me as he made a copy of himself which turned into me. Then he became bait. The group became shocked at what the old man said. Wait, Naruto is fighting that monster alone. Sakura could not believe what she was hearing. Sasuke gritted his teeth, then he quickly turned around and ran. Sasuke/Kun. Both Kakashi and Sakura screamed after him. Sasuke didn't need to go far because suddenly a huge gust of wind can be felt as then the mist cleared. There, right at front of Sasuke, a bit far away from him, stood Naruto with his back turned from the Uchiha. Zabuza gritted his teeth under his bandages, looking at the boy who just became a pest as he now lost his shirt and his bandages. Naruto huffed. He was tired while he also looked at Zabuza. The two were having a face-off when Zabuza saw the old man with the other brats and the copy ninjas. Naruto fell to his knees, which made the group shocked and Zabuza smirk. It would seem you are tired and out of chakra. Damn, the mass shadow clone technique took a lot of me. Naruto, watch out, a huge Zanbato was heading towards him. Naruto by instinct narrowly dodged to the right. Arg, the impact the blade has caused hitting the ground made Naruto fly back. Naruto, are you okay? Sakura looked concerned for her teammate as she ran to him, holding him. She looked to see him unconscious. Take care of Naruto, Sakura. Sasuke stayed with Tazuna, Kakashi ordered. No, I'm going. Sasuke defied, not wanting to be outclassed by the dobe. It's an order, Sasuke, so listen. Kakashi looked serious as now wasn't time to play around. Sasuke gritted his teeth and stayed put with Tazuna and Sakura. Sensei. Kakashi looked to see Zabuza, who dawned upon both Sakura and Naruto. Zabuza attempted to slice the kid and the girl into pieces as he initiated his attack. Ching, the blade clashed with something alright, and it was Kakashi's kunai. Kakashi used both his hands to hold back Zabuza's huge sword as they both struggled for supremacy. It would seem that Naruto managed to make you angry, Zabuza. Kakashi looked at Zabuza, who gritted his teeth in anger. The boy of yours is well trained as expected from the copy ninja. Zabuza spat. Kakashi's eyes went wide at that remark but quickly resumed the fight. It doesn't matter, it's time we end this fight. It would seem we both agree with something, as then both Zabuza and Kakashi quickly moved back. Zabuza quickly gone for the kill water release, water dragon bullet technique as he summoned the huge water dragon and launched towards Kakashi. However, it didn't hit Kakashi but clashed with another water dragon. What did he just copy my? Zabuza attempted to do another water technique as he did a new series of hand signs. He then summoned his technique water release, great water. Water release, great waterfall technique. Kakashi quickly executed the technique, making the Zanbatsu wielder ninja's eyes go wide. Surges of water went up to several dozen meters high as it then streamed down towards Zabuza in one big cascade, much like a gigantic waterfall. In doing so, it resembled a huge wave. Then Zabuza got hit by the deadly technique. Zabuza screamed as he attempted to cover his body with his hands due to the powerful wave of water making him soar through the sky and land in the clearing. Tazuna, Sakura and Sasuke looked shocked at the battle before them. Can you see the future? Zabuza uttered. He got up panting and exhausted, looking at Kakashi, who was walking towards him with kunai in his right hand. Yes, and your future is death. Just as Kakashi was about to slice Zabuza's neck, 2 Senbon needles pierced Zabuza's neck. The mist ninja's eyes widened before they rolled to the back of his head, and his body went limp. Another ninja with a strange mask, a green battle kimono, and strange brown pants appeared next to Zabuza's body. Whoever it was hard to tell if it was male or female. Thank you. I have been after Momochi for a while now. You have just made my job easier, said the ninja. Kakashi nodded and said, it's a pleasure, but are you sure he's dead? The masked ninja nodded and slung one of Zabuza's arms over her neck while taking the giant blade on the other, as he disappeared. Well, Kakashi said, his voice slightly slurring as he looked at his team and client, we'll have to go and take care of Naruto. They all nodded. Tazuna's house. Naruto woke up in a futon groggily with a towel on his head. He looked around lazily but then quickly came to his senses and jumped off the futon on his guard. He looked at himself as he only wore trousers and his well-developed body was in bandages. It's alright, you're safe now, said melodic voice from the door. Naruto looked and saw a raven, very dark blue-haired woman with black eyes looking at him compassionately. She wore a pinkish shirt with a red V-neck showing her well-developed cleavage, as she also wore a brown blouse and sandals. She had a tray with food and medicine which she put down before the blonde man. My dad told me about you. Thank you very much for protecting him. Tsunami bowed to show her respect for the person who protected her family. No, it was nothing actually. Naruto waved his hands frantically, not liking people bowing down to him. It wasn't just me. Tsunami quickly looked up. Yes, it was just you. If it wasn't for you, he would be hurt, or most likely dead. Tsunami looked to be stricken as she held herself together. Hey, it's alright now, it's our job anyway. Naruto looked at the woman before him as she nodded. So who are you? Naruto asked, sheepishly scratching the back of his head, laughing lightly. The woman giggled. Sorry, my name is Tsunami, Tazuna's daughter. Naruto nodded. You're Tazuna's daughter? She nodded. And we are in your home? She nodded. Naruto sighed in relief. Team 7 and Tazuna were all sitting on the dinner table eating the meals Tsunami made for them. Kakashi-sensei, when is Naruto going to wake up? Kakashi sighed as for some reason she kept talking about Naruto and was pestering him about it. Why can't I be unconscious like Naruto? Sighed Kakashi as he ate his meal, ignoring the girl. Sasuke, to Kakashi's right, was also eating his meal, but this time had something in his ears. Sakura sighed as she looked at the stairs that led towards Naruto. She bit her lips. She wanted to go there but couldn't because Kakashi forbidden them to. Tazuna just drank his alcohol away without a care in the world. Suddenly laughter could be heard as 2 people came downstairs. Everyone looked. It was Naruto and Tsunami. Sakura blushed when she saw Naruto's visage and looked away. Kakashi looked at him, then just ate away. While Sasuke just ate his food in his own world. Blondie, ahahaha, you awake? Tazuna laughed while he drank his drink. Naruto just sweat dropped as he looked at Tsunami. You do know what he is drinking, right? Tsunami nodded as she sighed. Alcohol? Naruto nodded. Don't worry, kid, this is a safe drink. Naruto just sighed. He just didn't care anymore. Naruto, why don't you just sit down while I get dinner? Naruto nodded at the woman as he then went to join the others. He sat between a drunk Tazuna and Kakashi, who looked to be eating and keeping his mask on the same time. Sweat dropping, Naruto sighed. I don't even want to know how he is doing this. Naruto, are okay? Sakura asked worriedly as she lightly blushed. The Uzumaki nodded, looking at Sakura. He then went towards the person sitting next to her. His eyes went wide. It was Sasuke, and he looked to be wearing his headphones and listening to his music. So Naruto, what happened out there? Sakura wanted to know what was happening but was ignored. What the hell are you doing? Screamed Naruto, who stood up and walked to Sasuke, who looked at him. They looked at one another as then Naruto took his music player, unplugged the headphones inhibiting Sasuke from listening to his music, and then took back his headphones. Sasuke's eyes narrowed. If you ever touch my stuff again, I will take you to your mother's wedding day. Sasuke's gritted his teeth. You don't know me, dope. Don't assume you do. Tazuna drunkenly laughed out loud. TCH, and I don't want to know you, just don't go touching my stuff or you're dead. Naruto clenched his fists. Ma, Naruto, that's enough. Naruto ignored Kakashi as he went back towards his food. He just got robbed blind by his teammate. He was lucky the music player was the only thing important in his possession. Naruto sighed. His team couldn't be trusted. He looked at Tsunami, who was washing the dishes with difficulty. Tsunami-san, do you need any help? Tsunami smiled. In Zabuza's hideout. Haku sat on a chair overlooking Zabuza's condition when the door creaked open. It was Gato and 2 of his lackeys with him who came in. So even the mighty Zabuza can be defeated. The Kiri ninjas are really pathetic. Gato taunted as he walked in. You look down, are you really a demon? Ha! Zabuza chose not to reply at that small tyrant wannabe. Hey you, speak when I am talking to you. Gato reached out to grab Zabuza's but yelped when he felt someone grab his arm forcefully. Don't you dare touch Zabuza-sama with your filthy hands. Haku glared at him, causing both of Gato's samurai guards to draw their blades, but to no avail as they found their swords but their own necks in a blink of an eye. Too slow. The samurai started to sweat in fear at the apprentice of the demon of the mist. If you fail one more time, then you won't be getting paid, and you know what's also going to happen. Gato shouted before leaving with both his bodyguards. Haku then went back tending Zabuza. What an annoying man, said a voice as this caused the master and apprentice turned towards the door. There stood a man with forest green hair with spiky hair that went downwards like a wave. He also had purple eyes. He wore sleeveless white and purple tights with black sandals. Around his head was a rain symbol headband showing that he is from the Hidden Rain village. He was Rokusho Aoi, a rank missing ninja from Konoha. Zabuza, Haku. Aoi walked towards the two, but Haku quickly got ready to attack, making the man stop. You failed the mission, Aoi chuckled lightly. Don't even want to know how you got beaten up so badly, taunted Aoi, making Zabuza's eyes narrow and Haku inwardly angry. Aoi waved his hands comically at them. Hey, don't get angry now. I will show you how to get the mission done properly. Aoi had a leering face when he said the word mission, making Haku inwardly shiver. The wielder of the Raijin then turned around and walked out, leaving the two alone. Haku. You didn't have to do that, Zabuza murmured as he revealed that he had a kunai in his hand the entire time. Haku nodded. I know, but we can't keep doing this. You know what will happen if we leave, right? Zabuza murmured in his bed. Yeah, they come after us again if we leave Gato's protection. Yes, and you know what kind of man Gato employed to protect him. Haku nodded. The man Gato's shield, horrible man that not even Zabuza and she can beat. She shivered at the thought of facing that man. So we must be patient. Zabuza smiled at his apprentice as Haku smiled back. Yes, Zabuza-sama. Tazuna's house. Ding dong. Sakura went to open the door while Sasuke sat in his own world and Kakashi was reading his porn. Tazuna looked to be watching TV and was laughing for no reason, clearly showing that he was drunk. When the door opened, there came in the backup Kakashi sent for. It was Kurenai, Asuma, and Hyuga. Kakashi closed his book when he looked at them. You came right on time. The group nodded. Let me brief you on what's happened so far. Kakashi then got up and went to sit on the table with the rest doing the same. When they all sat round, Tazuna's laughter can be heard, making Hyuga, Kurenai, and Asuma sweat drop. Just ignore it, you will get used to it, said Sakura as they nodded. Wait, before we begin, where's Naruto? Kurenai asked. Naruto went for a walk. He said he will come back later. Kurenai and Hyuga's eyes narrowed at what the girl said. Kakashi, tell us what has happened. Kakashi nodded at Asuma as he then told them what happened. Shopping district pathway. Tsunami was walking home as she finished grocery shopping, even though it was only a small amount of food. It's all we can afford, she bitterly thought as she frowned sadly to what that horrible man did to her country. Behind her a shadow was looming behind as it got closer and closer. The figure then grabbed her shoulder, making her flinch and scream, hey, it's me, it's me. It was Naruto. Tsunami sighed. Naruto-kun. Naruto nodded. Let's hurry, it's getting late. Tsunami nodded. A man with an umbrella stood on a tree from afar looking at them. Naruto quickly sensed someone as he turned around to the figure's direction, but no one was there. Naruto-kun, are you okay? Tsunami inquired. Yeah, it's nothing, the boy sighed. They then quickly went home. The group were all in the living room as then Naruto came in. Where were you, Naruto? Kurenai asked while she had her arms wrapped into a pretzel-shaped knot, resting just beneath her mature breasts. Tsunami looked to be stocking the fridge and closet with the food she has brought. Naruto sighed as he saw the new arrivals. Why are you guys here? Kurenai looked ready to respond, but Yugao interjected. We are backup that just arrived. Naruto nodded. So Naruto, what happened between you and Zabuza-sama? Inquired. I protected the bridge builder as we both tricked the guy. Naruto pointed his thumb to Tazuna, who laughed. Damn right we did. The Jounins looked bemused. Naruto, you fought against Zabuza. How did you survive? Sakura was interested on Naruto ever since the incident. Naruto sighed as he ignored her because he quickly helped Tsunami by putting some groceries at the top shelves in which she had trouble reaching. Tsunami looked grateful at the man who saved her father. Thank you, Naruto-kun. Sakura sighed at Naruto, who ignored her. A small kid then came downstairs, alerting everyone. Naruto came towards the kid and patted his head, much to the kid's ire. Sorry kid for using your room. The kid had his head down, then suddenly he smacked Naruto's hand away, making a scene. Inari, don't do that to our shinobis, Tsunami scolded her son. Inari started to shake as he raised his head in anger. You are all wasting your lives. Everyone looked at him bewildered. Why do you try fight against Gato? He is the most powerful man in the world. Most powerful? Huh? This made everyone look at Naruto, the kid included. We are all risking our lives here, kid. Naruto then bended down towards the kid. It's our job. Besides, we are here actually for far less to what your granddad is paying. Tsunami's eyes went wide as she looked at Tazuna, who had a focused look. Look, kid. Naruto then looked Inari in the eye. Your name's Inari, right? The kid nodded slowly. Inari is symbolized to the god Inari for success. The kid's eyes went wide. Naruto suddenly smiled a bright smile. So Inari, wish us luck. Everyone became surprised at the way Naruto handled the situation. Is this Naruto? Thought Sakura, blushing slightly. Yugao too thought the same thing. Told boy she was assigned once to look for. Kurenai smiled at the scene while Kakashi and Asuma too smiled. Sasuke's eyes narrowed at Naruto on the way he was acting. Tsunami was touched at the scene because this is the first time someone tried to reach to Inari. Tazuna smirked as he started to drink. Inari took Naruto's hand off his head and then ran back upstairs. Naruto just smiled. Good kid. Loss of hope, but still a good kid. Tsunami nodded. It's because of Gato. Everyone looked at her for an explanation as she told them about Kaiza and how he was executed by Gato. Naruto gritted his teeth. Scum. Everyone nodded in agreement. Naruto came to Tsunami, who looked shaken and in tears, and hugged her. She froze as this shocked her and everyone else. Today is the last time you will feel like this. Whether the world likes it or not, Gato will fall. Tsunami nodded, all of a sudden crying harder. Hug Gong Naruto back tightly. Yugeo's eyes went wide. Yugao. Gato mustn't die. Do you understand? The voice of the Sandaime Hokage echoing inside her head. Everyone nodded, agreeing with Naruto. Since we have backup now, Team 7, it is time for your training. Kakashi closed his book as he then gestured his team to come outside. YOSH, Naruto shouted in agreement. Sasuke and Sakura followed while Naruto nodded to everyone and did the same. In the forest, east of Tazuna's house, Team 7 and Kurenai, who decided to go with them, stood there looking at Kakashi, who had his eyes closed. Sensei, what will you teach us? Sakura looked determined, looking at her teacher, who was finally going to teach them. Sasuke, Kurenai and Naruto looked in silence as they wanted to know what Kakashi will teach them. Kakashi, I smiled. Today we are. Everyone leaned in slightly in anticipation, Sakura holding her breath. Today we will be climbing trees. Naruto and Kurenai face vaulted while Sasuke and Sakura looked bewildered at their sensei. Kakashi, you're teaching them tree climbing now? Of all times, Kurenai wasn't pleased at the laziness of her colleague. Kakashi just scratched the back of his head as he lightly laughed. I forgot. Naruto and Kurenai merely sweat dropped. Kakashi-sensei, we already knows how to climb trees. Sakura sighed at the stupidity of the training as Kakashi just smiled at her. I wasn't finished. You are going to climb trees. Without your hands. Kakashi chuckled at the flabbergasted looks that two of his genin were sending him. What, that's physically impossible? Sakura asked. Sakura, we breathe fire, summon lightning and water. Their word impossible isn't in our dictionary. Kakashi nodded towards his Sakura and Sasuke, who nodded. Naruto and Kurenai still didn't look pleased. Good, now watch closely. The group watched as their sensei walked up to a tree before placing a foot on the tree trunk and continued walking straight up the tree, as if it was the ground itself, until he hung upside down on a branch. Don't hurt yourself now, Naruto said sarcastically at Kakashi with his eyes rolling, which made Kurenai nudge her elbow at him. Kakashi sighed at Naruto as he then carried on. This is known as the tree climbing exercise. This helps you control your chakra better, Kakashi explained before walking back down the tree and onto the ground. What is the point of this exercise? I can use my chakra to perform jutsus just fine, Sasuke said arrogantly. Sakura just nodded her head. You know he has a point, whispered Naruto to Kurenai, who nodded in agreement. This is important as it's a fundamental part of performing the jutsus. Without control, you won't be able to perform stronger techniques, Kakashi pointed out to Obito's legacy as he just grunted in response. Suddenly 3 kunais landed at each genin's feet. Use those to mark how high you have gotten, and since you are new to this I suggest you run and not walk. When you have little chakra left, quickly mark the place you were at and flip back and then start again. The 2 genins then started to run towards their designated tree to get their training underway. However, Naruto just stood there. Kakashi noticed this as he walked towards him. Naruto, why aren't you doing the exercise? Kakashi didn't want another drama from his sensei's legacy again. Before Naruto said something, Kurenai interjected. Kakashi, he already knows the exercise. The Hitaki's eye went wide. What when did he learn it? Naruto's teammate were preoccupied with the exercise to listen. He learned it with me. Kakashi's eyes narrowed. Kurenai. He is my genin, it is my job to teach him, not yours. The red-eyed beauty eyes too narrowed and responded, it is to my best ability, as a jounin, to help a genin in need of training. Naruto looked at the heated exchange with concentration. She started teaching me on the day we all had a group meeting. So she has the right. Kakashi's eyes went wide and Kurenai smiled victoriously. Kurenai-sensei, I'm going to try finish the leaf exercise. Kurenai nodded at Naruto, who walked away as he heard you taught him the leaf exercise. Naruto sighed. Naruto was walking towards the bridge when he saw Tazuna, who was finally sober. Hey Tazuna! A voice suddenly called out. What is it, Takashi? Tazuna asked a build man who was sweatbands to what fishermen wear around his forehead. Takashi looked down as he sighed. I decided stop working on the bridge. What? Tazuna shouted in shock at another person who decided to quit today. Tazuna, I really want to help you finish the bridge, but I fear that if we continue, Gato will come after us. I have a family to take care of. Tazuna interjected. I have a family too, you know. Takashi sighed. I'm sorry, Tazuna, you should quit as well for Tsunami's sake. The old man shook his head. I cannot. I have a duty to finish this bridge and I will finish it. I'm sorry. Takashi bowed and then left. Tazuna sighed. What shall I do now? Out of the blue, he then saw multiple people running towards Tazuna. Hey old man, let me help out. Yeah, me too, I'm strong as an ox. Me too. Tazuna, give us your orders and we will follow. These were the voices of around 30 Naruto clones that all looked ready. Tazuna was shaken as he then felt someone grab his shoulder. The old man turned around as his eyes met Naruto, who smiled. Tazuna sniffed. Thank you, kid. From afar, Hyuga watched with a smile. Within a bright, beautiful forest sat Naruto, who looked to be mediating. His eyes were closed in concentration as he focused his chakra. He focused and focused deeply as he then breathed in and out. Slowly yet surely, chakra started to form outside his body, as at first it could not be seen, but then the chakra became visible. Concentrate. The chakra went up and enveloped his whole body as suddenly a rock flew at him at tremendous speed. Naruto's eyes quickly opened. Imperial Tikoku. Before the rock hit Naruto, a barrier formed that shielded him from the rock. When the rock hit the barrier, due to the ferocity of the barrier, the rock shattered to pieces. Then suddenly countless of rocks flew at Naruto, by which it all suffered the same fate. Naruto looked exhausted as he was huffing. What is wrong with me? I don't run out of chakra that quickly. What Naruto didn't know was that the reason for his easy fatigue was that he wasn't a host anymore. His used to be Kage level chakra descended to a low level Jounin to a high Chunin chakra. I need to do more of those chakra exercises, Naruto needed to know. He had to do those exercises in order for him to be where he used to be. Without warning, Naruto's sight became blurry as the Uzumaki fell towards the grass unconscious. A black-haired woman who wore a sleeveless pink kimono can be seen walking through the woods. These should be enough, thought the woman as her basket was full of herbs. Her lines of thoughts were interrupted when she saw a blonde-haired boy unconscious in the grass floor. What happened here? Haku looked in at the boy sleeping with his back turned on the grass. That's the boy who fought Zabuza-sama. Haku moved closer to the sleeping form of Naruto before noticing the leaf headband tied around his right shoulder. He's the ninja, so that means. Now I can end this nuisance once and for all. All I have to do is snap his neck. Haku's hand inched closer to Naruto's neck before she sighed and shook him awake instead. 1 minute. Kazara. Haku's eyebrow twitched as she shook him again. Grnnhhn. Haku sighed as the boy grunted, pushing her hand away. It would have been easier to snap his neck. Haku once again shook him patiently, this time waking him as he yawned and rubbed the sleep from his eyes, causing Haku to blush slightly at the cute scene before her. If you sleep out here, you might catch a cold, Haku told him with a gentle smile. Naruto shivered as he nodded. His immunity went down the drain as one time Kazara was nursing him when had the flu. So what are you doing out here, Mississippi? Naruto asked the unknown lady. Haku. I came out into the forest to collect some herbs for my friend who is currently ill and then saw you sleeping there. Haku lied with a smile. Naruto scratched the back of his head sheepishly as he chuckled lightly. Sorry about that, Haku. Haku nodded, then Naruto went for a handshake. Name's Uzumaki Naruto. Haku, nice to meet you. Haku smiled as she took his hands. Your hands are soft. Naruto marveled at his soft hands. Your hands are firm. Touché. Haku tried her best not to giggle. So you train Naruto. You must be strong. Naruto nodded. I have to be strong. Haku tilted her head to the side. Why do you continue to grow stronger? For what reason do you want to gain more power? Haku asked quietly as she looked right into Naruto's eyes when he suddenly had a faraway look. His eyes. They looked so lonely yet bright. I only want to become strong to beat my foes, as I believe they are many. Haku sighed. Then you won't become strong. Reese made Naruto's eyes go wide as he quickly looked at Haku. I believe that true strength only comes from protecting that which is precious to you. Naruto shook his head. That's true, as in some way it aligns to mine, but once you attain strength there is nothing to fear. Haku shook her head disapprovingly. One day you will realize how wrong you are. As then she left, leaving Naruto to his devices. No, Haku, you're wrong. If I don't become strong, then I will lose everything. Everyone sat at the dining table with Inari, Tsunami and Tazuna since work on the bridge was done for the day when Sakura trudged in through the door followed by an amused Kakashi. So how did the training go, Kakashi? Hyuga asked as the two kids went to take a shower first. Sakura was able to make it to the top on her first 2 tries, but that's because she has small amount of chakra. Sasuke's still out there, but he didn't reach the top yet but is making progress. Kakashi sighed at how problematic his team become. Asuma smoked his cigarette as he was looking at Kurenai, Naruto, and Inari conversing. The woman in question he was looking at was giggling and smiling happily at the argument Naruto and Inari were having. She never smiled or laughed like that ever. Asuma narrowed his eyes at the boy she was engaging these acts to. Uzumaki Naruto. She can't. Not anyone but him. She is 5 years older than him. Asuma sighed as he looked at Kakashi, and where did he find a woman like Kira from? Are they? Asuma quickly thrown those thoughts away as he smoked deep. Stop it, Naruto, he is just a kid, Kurenai scolded, but there was a hint of playfulness. He ain't no kid when he is spouting nonsense. Inari was being held back by Tsunami. Well, is true, Bruce Lee easily beat Chuck Norris. Kid, you're that close of getting a spanking. You hear? Naruto looked ready to jump the kid if it wasn't for Kurenai. Screw the Chuck Norris facts, Inari language, Tsunami scolded. Forget this, kid, you're in for it now. Mom, help me. Inari ran around the dining table with Naruto running after him. Tsunami looking amused, shaking her head. You're getting emotional on just actors. Both Naruto and Inari looked at Sakura as they pointed at her. Hey, don't insult our hero's pinky/forehead. Sakura, who came from her shower, fumed at the double insult and started to chase both Naruto and Inari. Everyone laughed while Tsunami smiled at her son's innocence coming back slowly, as it was all thanks to Naruto. Thank you, Naruto. As the sun was setting, Sasuke finally reached to the top of the tree as he huffed in exhaustion, looking at the magnificent view of the forest. He was thinking of 2 individuals, one his destination and the other in his path. Uchiha Itachi and Uzumaki Naruto. He heard from Sakura that Naruto already knew the tree exercise. This made his blood boil. Why is this happening? Why he could not find any damn reason as to why the dobe, the loser who failed the academy 3 times in a row, could be stronger than him. I thought he was only good at taijutsu, but he knows ninjutsu as well. That must be the only reason he could match that jounin woman. Sasuke clenched his hands tightly. I promise you, Uzumaki Naruto, once I get my Sharingan I will do all I can to beat you, even if I have to use other means. He smirked. The next day, Wave Shopping District. Right in the early morning, Tsunami again went out, this time clothes shopping for her son, looking at used clothes that the store clerks were selling, making her sigh. She then decided to just look around and then go home. On the pathway home, Tsunami was walking in silence, as she was in deep thought. Maybe we can this time beat Gato. A shadow slowly loomed behind her while she was in thought, and when the shadow got close enough, the figure right away grabbed her mouth from behind with a cloth. MPH Tsunami was alarmed as she tried to struggle, but to no avail as she lost consciousness. The figure smirked. While everyone slept peacefully, Naruto put on his jacket and went out for a run as he closed the door slowly behind him. He wasn't the only one awake as Sakura was watching him from the stairs and then ran after him. Kakashi and Hyuga looked afar, then Kakashi nodded at her, in which she disappeared. Shopping district. Naruto, when he finished his lap, he was in the shopping district. He then stopped as he pulled something out of his pocket. It was the tablets Kazara gave him. Use it on your most important moment, he sighed as he put it back in his pocket. When he was about to leave, he heard voices in the alleyway. His curiosity piqued to the fullest, so he sneaked to have a listen, hiding behind a trash can. Two thuggish samurai-looking guys were speaking to another. The woman was easy to get. She is hot, will be a good fuck. Yeah, but first boss has a use for her. Almost feel sorry for her, that's for messing with Gato. Naruto's eyes went wide as he suddenly moved his movement slightly, hitting the trash can, which made a sound. Who's there? The samurais were on full alert. Naruto sighed as he then kicked the trash can towards them, making one of the samurai slice it in two. Naruto with great speed went behind one samurai, scaring him and the other samurai. Why you? The other samurai tried to slash at Naruto, but his friend was in the way. Wait, don't. Naruto, using this opening, unsheathed the samurai's sword, by which the blade's hilt hit the samurai who attempted to do a downward slash in the belly hard, making him grunt and let go of his sword to nurse his belly. Naruto pushed the samurai in front of him, the samurai crashing into the other one who was nursing himself. Naruto quickly grabbed the sword while it was in the air and stabbed the samurai he pushed in the back. Tuchi. Naruto smirked. Well, what you know, he got the same name as I am's old man. The samurai looked at his friend who fell dead with the sword in his back. Naruto stepped on Tuchi's back and pulled the sword out of him. A sick squelch can he heard. The other samurai was in the floor as he started to shake at Naruto's cold blue eyes. Now tell me what happened to that lady. Yee, the samurai wailed pathetically. In an abandoned warehouse. In one of the abandoned warehouses stood Aoi with some thugs while Tsunami was banged up and tied, her eyes covered. Here is the woman you requested, boss, said one of the thugs. She is a beauty, Aoi leered at the shivering Tsunami. Boss, what will you do now? Aoi smirked as he looked at the thugs. Well, I will just wait for the shinobis to show up. How do you know they will show? Aoi sighed at their stupidity. One of them will come eventually. You need help, boss, Aoi smirked. Yeah, I found a way for you to be useful, the thugs gleamed. You see, I have a beautiful weapon begging to come out and play. The thugs nodded as so you need practice. Aoi nodded, smiling, and I have the practice I need. What will you practice with? Aoi had a murderous look. You. The thugs' eyes went wide as they saw Aoi bring out a blade with a beautiful golden hue as it made a crackling sound like lightning. They all ran as Aoi then disappeared. Screams echoed and piercing flesh can be heard. Tsunami whimpered. Naruto came upon the entrance of the warehouse in deep concentration. "Ca, can I go now?" Naruto looked at the scared thug behind with cold eyes. Beat it, Naruto snapped at him, in which the thug ran like a coward. Slowly Naruto went to the front door of the entrance. It might be a trap, I should sneak in just be sure, but he soon changed his mind when he smelled burnt flesh and blood. Naruto's eyes went wide as he quickly rushed inside to save Tsunami. What he saw made him gasp. Blood was everywhere as there lay 6 thugs, all of them were cut up by a blade. Naruto slowly walked towards the carnage as he stepped on the blood, soaking his sandals and his toes. A murmur can be heard, making Naruto look around. He then heard it again, which led to the darker corner of the warehouse. Naruto went towards it and saw Tsunami tied up, who tried her best to budge free. Tsunami! Naruto ran towards her as she screamed and moved frantically even more when she heard Naruto. Naruto, thinking she was uncomfortable, came upon her and took the cloth that covered her mouth and eyes. "Fall, watch out!" Tsunami screamed. Naruto's eyes went wide as he sensed something towards him, so using his instinct he did a backflip and flew a distance away. Naruto's neck bled a little as he wiped it while he was huffing. His instinct was right, he narrowly dodged a blade from beheading him. Kukuku, a figure came from the shadows. It was Rokusho Aoi, and he had a glowing golden blade. Naruto looked at the blade in wonder, making Aoi chuckle. "Ah, you like it? It is called the Raijin." Naruto's eyes went wide. "So you're Rokusho Aoi, a rank missing ninja from Konoha." Aoi chuckled again, and yo Uzumaki Naruto this shocked said Uzumaki you're quite famous when I was in Konoha. Aoi smiled a cruel smile. We Jounins used to have a game called Fox Hunt as when you were in hiding we started to seek get what I mean. Naruto's eyes went wide as Tsunami trembled. Aoi walked towards Naruto. Naruto took a blade that was in the floor and got ready for battle. I seem to be the lucky one and found you now. Aoi ran towards and swung his Raijin and Naruto who swung the blade at him. Both blades clashed as then suddenly Naruto screamed Naruto. Tsunami feared for his safety. Naruto flew towards the ground as he shook due to being electrocuted. Kukukuku. You fool, using metal on electricity. Aoi looked at the shaken form of Naruto as he then raised his Raijin blade that glowed vigorously and then tried to finish the brat and charged at Naruto. It's over, demon. Aoi then jumped right towards Naruto with the Raijin in tow as he attempted to do a downward slash. Naruto, said boy. Eyes shook as then the blade descended. Zing, the blade connected. Tsunami and Aoi's eyes went wide in shock. The Raijin bladed clashed with a wave of chakra as it protected Naruto from harm. The Raijin blade struggled for supremacy as Aoi held it while he looked shocked. Naruto then slowly got up, pushing Aoi back. Imperial! Tikoku! Screamed Naruto as his chakra exploded, pushing Aoi back as he grunted towards the wall hard, which the former Konoha ninja crashed right into. It created a hole in the wall. Naruto then coughed as he fell exhausted from using his chakra. Naruto. Tsunami freed herself, and then she ran towards the blonde. Ugh! You brat! Aoi got out of the rubble and he looked pissed as he suddenly ran towards Naruto, rage in his eyes. Naruto pushed Tsunami away as he took another samurai blade dead in the floor and also charged. Ching! Zoom! The Raijin blade and the samurai blade clashed. You fool, metal conducts electricity. Aoi smirked, thinking the same thing will happen again. Nothing happened as although the Raijin was increasing its power, suddenly a blue chakra also matched the Raijin as it glowed in amazement. What? Aoi looked on, shocked evident in his eyes at the glowing blue blade. Naruto smirked. Like what you see. This angered Aoi as he tried to push Naruto back but to no avail. Naruto! A voice echoed, surprising Naruto. Aoi smirked at the opening and quickly pushed Naruto away, who quickly became on the defensive as Aoi used his speed not to him but to the voice. Naruto screamed at the figure Sakura. Aoi charged at a shaken-looking Sakura who was at the entrance. Time turned slow. Aoi with a murderous grin charged at Sakura with his Raijin glowing brighter as it was searing. Tsunami's scream echoed. Sakura was trembling in fear, falling to the ground. Someone help me. She closed her eyes. Sasuke-kun. Ching. Metal clashing reverberated in Sakura's ears. What? Sakura opened her eyes. What she saw made her gasp. Naruto intercepted Aoi, blocking the Raijin again with his samurai blade. Sakura, take Tsunami and run. Sakura was terrified as she froze. Near Naruto looked at her in anger as his eyes glowed vigorously. Now! Sakura nodded as Tsunami ran towards her, and then they both ran outside. Kakuki, she's quite a useless ninja. Naruto looked Aoi while they held in combat, but it was thanks to her you lost. Naruto's eyes went wide as he felt electricity running in his body, stinging him in the process. Damn! Naruto tried to use Tikoku on his blade to block the Raijin. Too late. Aoi had a murderous grin as he then charged the Raijin full blast, thus the electricity came in powerful currents, hitting Naruto dead on. Arggggggggh! Naruto screamed as the lightning hit him dead center. Aoi smirked. Outside, Tsunami and Sakura heard Naruto's scream. Sakura tried to run in to help him, but was held back by Tsunami. Let go of me, Naruto needs me. Tsunami held firm, holding the frantic girl. You will only be a nuisance. Let go, you're only a civilian, what can you? Slap! Sakura fell towards the floor, her left cheek red. Shocked, she looked at Tsunami, who looked angry. How dare you? It was you that got him in this mess. Sakura's eyes went wide at her remark. Suddenly tears came in her eyes. Naruto. The destruction was horrifying as there was a huge hole in the warehouse. There in the hole lay Naruto, all of his clothes torn off as he was burned to a crisp, smoke coming out of his body. Aoi stood at the edge of the wreckage. The forest green-haired man turned around as he walked off. Now time to find my to pray. In the hole Naruto's charcoaled form lay there as he looked to be dead. His hands twitched. Suddenly he moved towards his pocket. Use it on your most important moment. He slowly and painfully took out a plastic container tablet on them as it looked unharmed from the lightning. Naruto tried to reach it towards his mouth, but his strength let him down as he let go of the tablets. Suddenly he couldn't move his arms. Ugh, in a gruff voice he tried to crawl towards the tablets. Slowly crawling he reached it, and then used his mouth to nibble it open. It was very difficult due to the cover being plastic, but using his tongue and his teeth he managed to get one. Naruto felt a tablet on his tongue. Letting the plastic container out of his mouth, Naruto chewed on the tablet as he then swallowed. Suddenly his heartbeat moved at a fast rate. Arg! Naruto screamed as he then moved around frantically. His seal on his chest glowed bright red as the fox mark looked to be alive. The fox tattoo moved around his body, its eyes glowed as it growled arg. Suddenly red chakra sword exploded out of the hole through the roof, destroying the ceiling as it soared in the sky. Tsunami looked at the warehouse as it glowed red as then red energy soared to the sky. Sakura on the floor looked on bewildered. Hyuga beat up some thugs as she also saw the red energy. Is this the fox? No, it feels different. The fox is eviler, but this feels cold and empty. Hyuga, being a sensor type, knew how the chakra felt. Kakashi, Kurenai and Asuma looked on in amazement. You think this is the fox's doing? Asuma looked at Kakashi. I don't know, an energy that big would have unleashed it. Sensei, what shall I do? Kurenai looked on in worry as she clenched her fists. Naruto-kun. Upstairs, Tazuna and Inari slept while Sasuke looked at the red energy. His cold eyes fascinated by the red energy. Such power. Haku, who situated near on top of another roof of a warehouse, watched the displayed power with wide eyes. Zabuza must know about this. This could help us. The girl watched in fascination. Aoi looked at the huge red energy rising from the hole, his eyes enveloped in fear. What's happening? Naruto was slowly rising from the hole as his mind raced. Die, demon! No one wants you, go to hell. Please, you killed my husband, now kill me and not my daughter, please. Voice of a lady echoed. She innocent, please, no, don't do it, Naruto. Suki! Suki! Naruto opened his eyes as he screamed arggggh. The whole warehouse shook as the whole warehouse flashed red, scaring the hell out of Aoi as he held the Raijin shakily. The red energy subsided. Aoi looked at the hole, holding his breath as he sweated in fear. A red aura started to come out of the hole. Step by step the figure could now be identified. Aoi's eyes went wide. It was Naruto, who was covered in red energy while he had his head down. Slowly Naruto raised his head until his head ranged with Aoi's, his eyes closed. Suddenly the energy disappeared, and when Naruto opened his eyes, it wasn't the vibrant blue he was known for, it was blood red with golden iris. Aoi froze but go out of it as he got into an attacking stance. Naruto, with an impassive look at the former Konoha ninja, suddenly disappeared. This shocked Aoi as the boy was nowhere to be seen. Where did he go? Aoi looked around as Naruto was right behind him. Quickly Aoi sensed him as he then attempted to slash him with the thunder blade, but to no avail as reddish-blue chakra covered Naruto. That technique again. Aoi tried to overpower Naruto again, but then Naruto disappeared again. Fast. Aoi looked around again, but suddenly he was grabbed by the throat by the genin. Aoi was lifted in the air by the Uzumaki as he looked at the boy. Is that all you got? Aoi became scared, thinking the boy became a demon as he tried to slash him. But suddenly the boy did the impossible. He grabbed the Raijin using only his right hand. What impossible? The red-eyed boy smirked cruelly. Like I said, is that all you got? As then the demon Naruto managed to knee Aoi in the belly as he then skid a couple of yards near the edge of the hole. Aoi tried to get up, but then suddenly Naruto stepped on his left hand with his left leg, putting him in place. What? Aoi couldn't get free as he tried to pull his hand out of the brat's foot, but was impossible to do so. Naruto smirked evilly with the Raijin now in his possession, looking down at Aoi, who looked up in fear. Naruto cruelly smirked. Aoi noticed what he was doing, started to be scared. Nah, Naruto. You're not a demon. You can beat the kyubi, please. Naruto licked his lips as he started spinning the Raijin blade so that the blade pointed at Aoi. Please don't do this, just capture me please, Aoi pleaded for his life as he begged. Naruto tilted his head to the side and then laughed, shocking the man. Naruto then stopped laughing as he smiled maliciously. I am a demon, do you want to why? Aoi looked to be shaken in fear as he watched Naruto, who looked him in the eye, his golden iris turning into a slit as he then raised the Raijin, because this isn't Naruto. Aoi's eyes went wide and then moved frantically. No, the demon smirked brutally as it attacked. No, Aoi screamed in terror as he moved his left hand to his face. Sqlch, using the Raijin, Naruto impaled the man right in his heart as it pierced his main organ, killing him instantly. The demon Naruto then looked at the impaled form of Aoi the Raijin sticking out of him. He then pulled it out and threw it to the floor on the other side of the room. The demon then left the dead man as he walked in the hole where he once laid. There was the tablets untouched. He smirked. It would seem you are in predicament, Naruto-kun. The demon chuckled as he took the tablets and put it in his pocket. Voices can be heard from outside. Naruto noticed. Good luck, Naruto-kun. Then the red energy dispersed, thus making Naruto fall to the ground unconscious. Unknowingly, Haku broke in the small window of the warehouse and took the Raijin with her. Naruto Sakura screamed alongside Tsunami and saw the devastation that the battle between the two caused and a dead Aoi at the edge of crater. Who could have done this? Tsunami held her mouth in fear for Naruto's safety, while Sakura ran towards the crater. Tsunami ran with her and both of them saw Naruto within the hole. Naruto. Sakura ran towards her teammate. She held me tight as she screamed for him to wake up. Tsunami quickly checked his pulse as it was still beating. He is fine, injured but alive. Sakura nodded. What happened here? A voice echoed above the crater. It was Yuzuki Yugao. The purple-haired woman saw a dead Aoi, went up to him and examined his body. He was stabbed by a blade right in the heart. Who could have done this? Sensei. A voice can be heard within the hole. Yugao looked within the crater. There was Sakura, Tsunami and an unconscious Naruto. Tazuna's house. The Jounins and Yugao were gathered in the living room as they were sitting in the table. Sakura and Sasuke were upstairs trying to go to Naruto, but were being held back by Kurenai as they weren't allowed to go in. Within the bedroom, Tsunami was nursing him while Inari and Tazuna watched. So that's what happened, said Kakashi as he thought of what Sakura and Tsunami told them. This is a serious matter. Asuma had a serious look. He even wasn't smoking. Yes, but if it wasn't for Naruto, the client's daughter would have been dead or much worse, said Yugao in a professional voice, inwardly shivering. Asuma nodded while Kakashi didn't look pleased. How did Aoi die? Yugao, the woman, nodded at her former senpai. He was stabbed by a blade right in his heart. If my assumptions are correct, someone disturbed the fight between Aoi and Naruto and killed Aoi. Then what was Naruto doing in a crater? Asuma was confused in that regard. Because the Raijin's ability is to summon mass lightning, I believe Naruto got hit by it, Kakashi answered, the chain-smoking shinobi. Yugao interjected, thus the crater appeared. Naruto was unconscious the whole time. Asuma nodded, but that doesn't answer the huge red energy. Everyone sighed. What the third Hokage's son said was true. What was that red energy? You think he used that? Yugao asked her senpai, who shook his head. An energy that big would mean that it was released. Naruto wasn't trained yet to use it. Both Asuma and Yugao nodded. They then heard a commotion coming from downstairs. I don't have to tell you twice, Uchiha Kurenai ordered as the boy grunted. But sensei, we just want to see if Naruto's alright, Sakura worriedly asked. Kurenai eyes narrowed at the girl. He is in treatment, so wait until he is better. But... Sakura. Kakashi raised his voice, suddenly making both Sasuke and Sakura stop and look at their sensei. He is injured, let him rest, Kakashi sternly scolded his two students. Sakura, Sasuke, from now on you two will receive training tomorrow. Sakura didn't look satisfied. But Sensei, Naruto. Kakashi interjected, you of all people need training the most, you almost got your teammate killed. Sakura's eyes went wide as she recollected on what happened, as she then had a sad look. Kakashi got up and went to Sakura as he then touched her shoulder as he spoke in a harsh tone, ever since the group formed you of all people disappointed me. Sakura looked about to cry as tears can be seen. You will train and next time you protest you will be punished, you hear? Sakura quickly nodded. Then Kakashi looked at Sasuke. You will train as well and I don't want to hear any word from you. HRN grunted Sasuke. The others looked on as then Tsunami and her family came downstairs. Is he alright? Kurenai worriedly inquired. The rest looked on, also waiting for the news. He has injuries all over his body. Most of it is burn marks, Sakura gasped as then Tsunami carried. He will be out for a while now. Everyone nodded. Inari looked to be crying. Nasan was so hurt so badly. Who could do this to him? Kurenai looked at the kid as she knelt to him. He will be alright in a couple of days. Inari sniffed as he looked at the smiling red-eyed woman. Grandpa said Narutoni is super strong. Kurenai nodded, smiling brightly at the child. Yes, he is strong. Asuma looked at the scene as he smiled. Kurenai is good with kids. Inwardly Kurenai was worried sick. Hope you are okay, Naruto-kun. Tsunami hugged Inari while Tazuna held them both. They all waited for their hero to wake up. Zabuza's hideout. Are sure Haku Zabuza was testing out the Raijin, was swinging it around while Haku looked on in worry for his health. Yes, Zabuza-sama, the boy annihilated Aoi. Zabuza was smirking cruelly as he laughed. Zabuza-sama. I knew the kid was special. Zabuza threw the blade to Haku as she looked at him in confusion. Not my type of sword. Shall I get rid of it? Zabuza shook his head. No, it will belong to someone else. Who? Zabuza-sama. Zabuza smiled widely, his bandaged face stretching. Haku, it's time we enact the plan. Haku's eyes went wide. But that plan? The apprentice of Zabuza worriedly asked. Yes, with that person we can do it. Zabuza smirked, fire in his eyes. Yes, we can bring back the bloodline users who are imprisoned. Haku's eyes went wide at the plan. Free the bloodline users who were locked up in a large prison in Wave near Gado's stronghold. It is said that Gado allied with the Yondaime Mizukage, funding him in his bloodline extermination. The Yondaime isn't stupid. Bloodlines are needed in this world, so he gathered most bloodline users and locked them up so that they get tortured. It was basically a concentration camp for bloodline users where lots of bad activities happened that made Haku sick to her stomach. Haku looked at Zabuza, who nodded at her. She then mentally prayed that Uzumaki Naruto will accept their request. He must. 2 days later, in the room where Naruto rests, Naruto laid on the bed, his eyes empty as he was in deep thought. Fighting Aoi brought back memories. Memories he wanted to forget. When he ate the tablet, all he saw was black. Then he saw himself stabbing Aoi with the Raijin. Rokusho Aoi, Naruto softly muttered in his pillow. That name brought back a certain memory. Flashback 3 years ago. In the middle of park at the bench, an angry boy sat there as he held his head down. Why? You're my brother, how could you do this? Said Ide Marino as his group was kicked out of the exam, and most of all he was embarrassed in front of everyone by his own brother. Hey, you okay? Ide said a voice. Ide looked up, still gloomy, and saw a white-haired kid with blue eyes wearing a black and a white t-shirt with matching blue pants and sandals. Shinshin smiled at his friend. He went to Ide and sat next to him. What's wrong? Ide became even sadder as he looked at his friend. Riko Shin. He met the boy in his academy days. Poor boy never made it in. However, when they met they quickly became friends. He told Shin everything as the boy looked to be frowning. Well, that's a damn shame. I think he is lying. You could try next year. He's my brother. He is always like this, screamed Ide, making his friend flinch. Sorry Shin, it's just. Ide sighed. I don't know what to do. Shin nodded as he touched his shoulder comfortably. Just promise me that you will tell me before you do something stupid. Ide's sweat dropped. Shin was the one always doing stupid things. Sure, I promise, nodded Ide. Shin nodded as he then saw Rokusho Aoi going towards them. Alright, catch you later. Ide nodded at his friend as he left. Shin and Aoi's eyes met, and they nodded at each other in a form of a greeting as the boy left. Sensei Ide looked at his sensei as he felt ashamed for failing him. It's okay, Ide, my student. Aoi comforted his student as he then smiled. Hey, why don't we go to that ramen place you and that friend of yours Shin go to? Ide perked. Really, Sensei? Aoi nodded. And I will help you become Chunin. Ide beamed. As the sun was setting, Shin was sitting at the swing in deep thought while he drank some juice. Hey Shin, a voice echoed from afar. Shin saw his Ide running towards him. What is it, man? Shin raised an eyebrow questionably at him. Ide smiled. I need you to do something for me. Shin just looked at Ide and had a bad feeling. At Training Ground 12, almost midnight, Aoi was waiting for his student to come as he was contemplating to what happened. Flashback. After they ate ramen, they were at Training Ground 12, their team training ground. What Ide felt hope coming from within him. His sensei said he can become Chunin. He can finally show his brother that he can be something. That's right, the Hokage initiated a special test for those who failed. Can do, only one can do it. I told him you can do it, and with reasons as to why you're the man for the job. He accepted. Ide looked at stars in his eyes. Aoi inwardly smirked. That foolish, naive boy. Sensei, what's the test? Aoi nodded as he then told him the secret test. After a minute or two in silence, much to Aoi's ire, Ide accepted. So I have to steal a scroll containing a wooden sword? Aoi nodded. That's right, but here is the secret. Your brother is the person you have to avoid in order to get it. Ide was bought there, and then okay, I will do it, exclaimed the boy. Aoi nodded, inwardly smirking cruelly. What foolish boy indeed. But I can't do it. Aoi's eyes went wide. He needs this fool to complete his plans. Why not? Aoi almost raised his voice, almost destroying his cover. Ide shook his head. I can't beat my brother without a certain someone. Who? Aoi didn't like where this was going. So Ide told him that Shin knows the village inside out and that with him the plan will go without a hitch. Aoi sighed in relief at just Shin, another useless boy. Aoi nodded. Okay, you can bring him. Ide nodded happily. End of flashback. Aoi looked at the teenagers running towards him. So sensei, shall we begin, said Ide. Yes, the scroll is located at the Jounin Library's secret section. I can give you access, but anywhere beyond there you're on your own. Aoi looked at the two boys as they listened intently. How will you do that? Inquired Shin. Easy boy. With this, Aoi showed them his red and white ID card, the color indicating he is a Jounin. The boys nodded. Alright kids, let's go. Thus they disappeared. The Jounin building. Aoi and the boys went past the front desk as they got past the receptionist. Once they got in, the boys were awed. Like what you see, Aoi smiled. Inside the Jounin building was so much different from the outside. It was connected to the forest, straight to the training grounds and waterfalls and such. You could see animals like bears, deers and the like as they walked on the pathway. Here is the library. They all went past a small door as they then saw a place with lots of bookshelves. This is where the jutsus are. Aoi looked at the dumbstruck boys as he chuckled. However, you will need a Jounin ID card. How do you think we teach the next generation of Genins? Both boys nodded as they looked at Aoi, who pointed upwards. There is where the scroll is located. The boys looked at the massive door with locks on it as they turned around to see Aoi, who was starting to leave. You're on your own now, boys. Good luck. Wait. Aoi scowled unknowingly to the boys. What? We need your card. If we see any Jounins, we can make an excuse and say we were here to look for you. Aoi nodded at the smart plan to say that they are here to look for him, and that he lost his card. Aoi nodded. Alright, here, make sure you don't take any techniques. It will know you're not me and the alarm will ring. He then gave it to Shin. Both Ide and Shin nodded at what he was saying. Take a technique and you will be punished severely. Aoi bid the two his farewells as he left. Anbu and ninjas started running towards the Jounin building. I heard someone stole the Raijin, sword of the Thunder God. We must get it before the person leaves the country. Aoi smirked. The kids done their jobs. Inside a forest. In the middle of the forest, Aoi waited for the kids to come. Only Ide came. This made Aoi ponder. What happened to Shin? Ide huffed, almost exhausted with the scroll in tow. Here is the scroll, sensei. Aoi nodded. What happened to Shin? Ide looked depressed. Before we stole it, he said he will be the bait and went to cause a ruckus. I think he got caught. Aoi inwardly smirked. Fool, tried to play the tragic hero. What a fool that he will die as a pawn. It's okay, he is a civilian, he might survive. Ide nodded sadly, believing it was his fault. His friend is in trouble. Boom, an explosion can be heard from afar. What's happening, sensei? Aoi took Ide by the hands as he dragged him. Quick, the village is under attack. We must get out of the village. But Shin, I can't leave him. I can't. Ide resisted. Smack! Ide fell to the ground as he looked up in shock, holding his face. Aoi looked at him with cold eyes and a maniacal smile. Sensei? Ide was scared, frightened at his sensei. Hehehehe, ahahaha. Aoi laughed, the cruel sound echoing the forest. Ide was trembling. You foolish boy, Konoha isn't stupid. They know it's you that stole it. The other brat is already arrested, and even though they find that I'm responsible, I'm already long gone. What are you saying? Ide stuttered as he was confused while his legs for some reason couldn't move. You are dumb. Ibiki is right to be ashamed of you. Ide's eyes went wide. Yes, it was all a plan and you fell for it. Aoi chuckled. I will be a chunin when I steal the scroll. What utter bullshit. Aoi then laughed. Ide looked to be in tears. Aoi then walked towards the scared boy who trembled. Please don't kill me, please, Ide cowardly pleaded as he covered his arms in fear. Hell, what a coward. You're so much different to your brother. Ide then saw darkness. Konoha gates east. Aoi ran outside the gates as he suddenly turned around, looking at the empty street of the east gate. Most of the shinobis are dealing with those brats, muttered Aoi, smirking. Aoi then saw a white-haired boy standing in the middle of the road. His eyes went wide. Shin! Hey there, smirked Shin at the shocked form of Aoi. There he is. Aoi's eyes went wide at what was happening as he heard voices coming towards him. From afar behind Shin, lots of shinobis can be seen running towards him, their shadows becoming ever clearer. Hehehe, Shin was chuckling as he had his head down. Aoi looked at him properly this time as Shin had a scroll with him by which the white-haired teenager noticed. Ah, you mean this? Thanks, sensei, you were right that a Jounin's job is to teach the new generation Genins. Aoi's eyes went wide. We need your card. If we see any Jounins, we can make an excuse and say we were here to look for you. Aoi nodded at the smart plan to say that they are here to look for him because he lost his card. The brat took his card and stole some techniques using the alarms that were caused by the theft of the Raijin as leverage. Thanks for the gift, man. You got the right gene and I got some useful techniques. Man, now I know how getting a birthday present feels like. Shin laughed. The voices were getting louder and louder. Shin, come with me, Idate is waiting. Aoi tried to persuade the boy to come with him. Shin ignored him. Aoi called him again. Who is he? Aoi froze. What? Stop being an idiot, they are coming, hurry. Shin looked at Aoi as he suddenly smirked, and then shook his head as he turned around. Nay, Aoi-sensei, you thought you were the one that was manipulating us. Shin smirked at Aoi's confusion as he narrowed his eyes. You should look underneath, muttered Shin, making Aoi's eyes go wide. Good luck, Aoi-sensei, and Godspeed. Shin waved from behind as he walked away, taking a left as he disappeared into the alleyways. Aoi was left alone as he was thinking of one thing. He was duped. The man then saw the group of ninjas coming, so he turned around and ran as the identified shinobis were Ibiki and a group of Umbu running after him. Damn you, brat! In a forest within a small cave, Naruto sat down and started opening the medium-sized scroll as he started to read it. The scroll contained elemental techniques and other training methods. Wind release, drilling air bullet. 1 week later. Naruto was leaning on his bed looking at the window of his new apartment given to him by the Hokage. He took a smoke of his cigarette as he remembered the meeting with the old man. Flashback. Naruto and the third Hokage were at front of an apartment in the middle of the slums as they just finished applying for the academy, and now just rented out an apartment. Apparently the landlord here didn't hate Naruto and allowed him to stay here. Finally, some people with some sense. Sarutobi looked at the boy in deep thought. He met the boy in a park on the swings as he was told by one of his Umbu that the boy was found. So he thought that he might as well go see his successor's son himself. The boy asked to apply for the academy, by which he quickly accepted because he wanted Naruto to become a shinobi of this village and protect it like his parents did before him. So when he asked the boy what he was doing before he met him, he simply replied, "Old man, I was living my life." Sarutobi sighed. He cannot get anything out of the boy because first off it will cause problems like the council being involved, and also the boy might disappear again, this time never coming back. Once he becomes a shinobi of Konoha, maybe he can open up then. Naruto, everything you need is within your apartment. Good luck on your first day and make some friends, okay? Naruto nodded as he was about to go in, but the old man stopped him, grabbing hold of his shoulder. Naruto looked at him as the old man looked serious. Naruto, if you need anything just ask, okay? I'm always here for you. Naruto nodded as he then went inside, leaving the old man to his thought. Now that he is found, I'll make sure he won't disappear again. Minato, Kushina. End of flashback. Taking a smoke again, Naruto saw his shady-looking landlord, who was a suited brown-haired man with sunglasses in the front pocket of his gold suit. The man adjusted his orange tie as he looked up and saw Naruto. He nodded at him, smiling. Naruto nodded back as the man he then took his leave. Naruto smirked. It was time to leave his old life and begin anew. Begin anew, yeah right. A picture stand on his right glowed due to the sun, making him look at it. Naruto looked at the picture stand on the side of his bed, and then took it. It was a picture of Shin and Ide drunk for the first time, smiling. Bastard drank Everclear and was out for days, chuckled Naruto at the scene of a proper knocked out Ide who lied in the gutter. Those were the good times. Hey Shin, let's strike it rich. Naruto looked sad as his eyes had a longing look to them. He gritted his teeth. I'm sorry, Ide, your loss was my gain. His friend should have learned one thing, and that is something he taught himself. Don't trust any Konoha shinobis. I'm so sorry. End of flashback. Naruto woke up as he was all bandaged up, knowing it was Tsunami who did this. He went to the bathroom and then washed his face as he looked at the mirror, seeing his reflection. Naruto saw a copy of himself, and he frowned while his hair and face were wet. He then put his right hand on the mirror, his reflection doing the same, and spoke to himself. Do not dream. Do not waver. Do not fear. As much as you fear them, they fear you. As much as you are wounded, you have inflicted as much in return. Naruto's reflection got closer to him as he started to be in deep thought while he carried on. When you are nervous, think of all the sweat and tears you have shed. Now all Naruto could see was himself, as basically two Narutos were looking at each other. You worked harder than anybody. From the mirror's reflection, Naruto's drenched face had a serious look while his hand still was on the mirror. You are strong, Naruto. It was time to be serious. From the door, which was slightly open, Tsunami can be seen as she watched everything. She frowned. Gado's mansion. A woman wrapped her legs on man with a gray ruffled afro. Gato-sama, the woman climaxed as Gato cummed inside her. They both laid there huffing as the rich man, then he got up, batter up boys. Then two thugs came and joined in as the woman was screaming. Gato started to undress as he walked out of the room, leaving the two guys raping the girl alone. When Gato got out of the room, he went to the hallway of his mansion and looked at his window. He smirked when he heard screams echoing at the concentration camp beside him. A big muscly guy wearing a black cloak as his muscles can be seen through his cloak. The man was wearing brown pants with matching boots. His hair was pale blonde as he had brown eyes. Gato looked at him as he spoke. "What's your report?" The man nodded. "Always dead." Gato's eyes went wide. "Who killed him?" he suddenly roared. The man unfazed carried on. "The bridge builder got Konoha ninjas protecting him. One of them killed him." Gato nodded in anger. "We must deal with them, they cannot ruin this." The big man nodded as he then was about to leave, but Gato stopped him. "Protect the camp, no one can find out you here." The man nodded and then left. Gato smirked. "With your strength by my side, no one can beat me." "Yes, with you, former Iwa's Earth Beast, one of the best shinobis of the Lands of Rock." Gato's cruel laughter can be heard amid the screams of the concentration camp. Into the Waves Part 2 Decisions. Konoha, Hokage Office. Sarutobi Hiruzen sat there in deep thought in his office, clasping his hands together with two certain individuals in front of him. Right at front of his desk stood Koharu and Hamura. "Hiruzen, we must pull out our team before it's too late," said Koharu. "Koharu's right, we can't lose." Gato Hamura agreed. Sarutobi looked at them with a calculated expression as he thought of the problem at hand. Gato of Gato Company. The world don't know what contributions the man made to the villages. The reason why he mustn't die was because of one reason. He was a great financial asset. Gato ensured the Sandaime and Konoha that if he is left alone, he will financially back Konoha and also smuggle bloodline users from Mist. So far, he financially supported Konoha and brought it back to its feet since the kyubi attack, as the attack destroyed Konoha not just physically but financially. New businesses were scared of going and establishing a store or a site in Konoha in fear of kyubi attacking again. So Gato came and for some reason attracted new businesses in Konoha, thus booming their economy, pleasing the feudal lord to a high extent. In result, if Gato dies, their economy will fall. Secondly, Gato's affiliation with the Yondaime Mizukage also cannot be disrupted because every year Gato sells bloodline users for the highest bidder. This is the reason why IWA have the steel bloodline within their possession. So it is no surprise that Konoha was attracted. After all, bloodlines like the Jinchuriki is a necessity in the world. In spite of everything, Mist was once the strongest of the 5 villages, thought Sarutobi. The village hidden of the Mist was the strongest of the 5, and since they fell because of the civil war, the other main villages including Konoha are now using this to their advantage and be on top. So Sarutobi ordered Hyuga to protect Gato from harm. "I'm the Hokage, it is my job to do what's best for the village, just like Minato and Kushina sacrificed Naruto, I will do the same to Wave and Mist." Sarutobi got up as he walked closely to the window with his former teammates with him and looked up on the village they have pledged to protect. Tizuna's house. As Naruto laid on his futon, he looked to be in deep thought. Equally, his mind was in constant battle with itself. Flashes can be seen of a red-eyed figure who was smirking manically, and the screams of Aoi echoed his ear. "No, no. No." Naruto shifted to his right as hit his pillow. "Why am I weak?" Downstairs in the kitchen, Tsunami looked to be washing Naruto's plates while Tazuna and Inari went to the bridge. She finished the dishes and went to her closet and pulled out a book. "Time to check our expenses," Tsunami sighed. Ever since Gato came, money was tight as there was constant security to how the family spent the money. "Since the shinobis came, we have been in a deficit." Tsunami started scribbling down some notes. "Maybe it's for the best and Gato will be defeated." "You're quite good with money," said a voice behind her that made her scream slightly and turn around. It was a bandaged Naruto who looked at her with a smirk. This irritated Tsunami. "Well, not to brag or anything, but I have finished economics and accounting at a top educational establishment." She didn't know why she was showing her feelings like this, but for some reason it felt right. "The last time I felt like this was to my deadbeat boyfriend." Thinking about him made her mouth dry. Leaving her alone to raise a kid like that, he made her sick to her stomach. Naruto looked impressed. "Is that so? Well, maybe you can help me with my financial troubles. Don't know math or anything related to save my life." Tsunami giggled. "Sure." Any time. Naruto smiled as he started to walk off. "Where are you going?" "To train." "But you can't, you're injured." Naruto smiled at the worried woman. "Don't worry, I will be fine." Suddenly Tsunami came next to him, making him look at her questionably. Just to make sure you won't hurt yourself, Tsunami gave him a smile that basically told him she will take no for an answer. Naruto sighed. In the forest, east of Tazuna's house. Again. Sasuke the Uchiha grunted as he charged at Kakashi, who looked to be on guard. Ugh! Sasuke fell as he skidded on the ground. Not good enough. Kakashi was angry. Why do you always charge head on? Use your head. Tsk. Kakashi looked at the Uchiha as he warily got up while he was wiping his bloody lip. While both teacher and student were training, a bit far away from them stood Asuma and Kurenai as they were overseeing Sakura's training. Sakura, keep trying. Sakura looked to be exhausted as she slowly got up and then ran towards the tree again. Her training was simple: to keep doing the tree exercise until she increased her small chakra reserves. Chakra exercises were not there to just help a shinobi control their chakra but also increase their reserves a bit. It was the perfect training for the pink-haired girl. Hyuga, who situated at the top of the tree to have a look out, she saw Naruto and Tsunami, who slowly walked towards the group. Naruto, who wore his jacket on his back while its arms were flaying slowly, his bandaged waist showed to the world. He and Tsunami walked towards the group as they were training. This was noticed by Asuma and Kurenai as the two new arrivals walked towards them. Naruto. Shouldn't you be resting? Inquired Kurenai, who cared for her friend's health. The boy in question narrowed his eyes. I'm fine. I can't just sit around while all of you are training. You will only be in our way in your condition. Tsunami looked to be agreeing with the smoker ninja as she looked her savior in worry. Suddenly Naruto snapped, I said I'm fine. This shocked the two jounins at the now angered boy. Everyone else all stopped their training as they all looked at Naruto. Sakura looked too exhausted to say anything. However, Kakashi and Sasuke paused their training because the copy ninja started walking towards Naruto. Naruto, you have to rest, it's essential, Kurenai worriedly advised. Kakashi can be seen with his head down as he walked towards Naruto, who noticed. Do you think you're ready? Naruto nodded at the Team 7 instructor. Damn straight. Suddenly a fist flew towards the former vessel of the kyubi, who narrowly dodged the punch. Then out of nowhere another fist came towards Naruto, this time hitting him in the stomach. Ugh! Naruto skidded back as he held his ground, holding his stomach. Kakashi! What are you doing? Kurenai screamed at the Hatake, who ignored her. Your reaction got slower. You're not fit to be in the front lines. Huffing, Naruto looked at Kakashi. You don't know me, so don't act that you do. I can take care of myself. Kakashi shook his head as he walked back towards Sasuke, who was also looking at his teammate. Sakura looked worried at the heated exchange. Naruto, rest. If you don't follow this order, you will be reported. You hear? You are already in trouble as it is. Naruto's eyes narrowed as he unexpectedly coughed blood. Naruto. Kurenai, Sakura and Tsunami looked worried. Then Kurenai went towards her friend and helped him up, using her body for him to lean on. You don't have to do that, panted Naruto, who coughed again, much to the girl's dismay. Tsunami-san, take Naruto home. Inari's mom nodded as she grabbed Naruto and slowly took him home as the boy begrudgingly left. Kurenai at that moment quickly went to Kakashi, and she looked angry. You didn't have to do that. Kakashi sighed and turned away from Sasuke, who looked annoyed that his training was getting disrupted. Kurenai, I'm his teacher, I know what he is capable of. Kurenai shook her head. No you don't, he was injured. Words was just suffice, there was no need for actions. Kurenai! Stay out of my team. What I do to my soldiers is none of your businesses. Kurenai's eyes narrowed as she looked to respond. Kurenai, Kakashi's right, he knows what Naruto's capable of. The red-eyed woman looked at Asuma as she huffed and walked off, shocking Asuma at the way she was acting. Hyuga watched everything, then jumped after Kurenai. In the forest, towards Tazuna's house. Kurenai! Said woman turned around to see her friend Hyuga, who jumped down towards her. Yes, Hyuga, the Umbu captain sighed. What's with you lately? Kurenai raised her eyebrow at her. I don't know what you mean. You what I mean, ever since you met Naruto, whether you know or not, you have changed, Hyuga pointed out. Kurenai's eyes went wide at that realization. Tazuna's house, Inari's bedroom. Tsunami set Naruto down on the futon as she sighed at his denial that he is injured. Naruto, the quicker you rest, the earlier you can begin. Tsunami reassured the injured blonde, who started to relax. Naruto shifted and turned away from Tsunami, making her sigh again. I will bring you some food, okay? She then left, leaving Naruto no time to respond. From his futon, Naruto had a faraway look as unexpectedly the window Naruto was facing started to be foggy, like someone exhaled a cold air on the window. What? Naruto quickly got up as there right behind him stood a masked figure. Using intuitive senses, Naruto quickly turned around. He gasped as right there at the top corner of the room laid a masked shinobi. This startled Naruto as he quickly got into a battle stance. When he got a better look at the masked figure, he disappeared. What the? The masked assailant quickly came from Naruto's left, who tried to attack to what he thought was an assassin, who subdued Naruto's right arm and twisted it, making Naruto fall on his futon head first. Calm yourself, I bring you no harm, Naruto muffled on the pillow as then the door knocked. Naruto-kun, you okay? Tsunami inquired. Answer her, the masked shinobi ordered. Pa. Yeah, I'm just fine. Tsunami outside his door nodded and walked away. There, was that hard? When Naruto looked at the masked Anbu, he had a feeling he or she was smirking. Hey, you know I would really feel uncomfortable right now if you were a guy. Naruto was right, because the masked ninja looked to be situated on top of his back, his or hers private parts right on his bum. Under the mask, Haku blushed as she quickly let go. Big mistake, as straight away Naruto grabbed her and pushed her on the wall hard. He was about to hit her, but the masked ninja's mask fell off. His eyes went wide. Haku warily smiled. Hello, Naruto-kun. Naruto sighed, letting go of her. What are you doing her, and what was that all about? Haku nodded as she tidied herself up. Yuhi Kurenai sat on the grass in the forest, in deep thought. Ever since you met Naruto, whether you know or not, you have changed. Did I really change? Muttered Kurenai, because frankly she feels she didn't change at all. She then saw Asuma, who started to walk towards her. This made her sigh. Guess I go see Naruto-kun after training. Tazuna's house, Inari's bedroom. Haku looked in silence as she was sitting on the table across the room. Naruto's face etched with worry and shock. I Haku interjected Naruto, who barely couldn't say a word. Before you say anything, Naruto-kun, there is something you should know. Naruto shakily looked at Haku, who had a serious expression. I and Zabuza-sama are not doing this for selfish reasons. We are doing this because we have to. You have to. Haku nodded at the blonde miss. Long ago was a peaceful village considered to be the strongest of the five. Naruto's eyes went wide, but the suddenly thing changed. Haku suddenly had a worried expression. Bloodline users started being slaughtered, children being killed, mothers being raped. Haku almost looked beyond tears as Naruto just froze. Have you ever seen a group of people tied to a post and then burned? Have you? Naruto's eyes went wide at Haku, who started to hold her head in fear. Their screams echoed in my small ears when my mother and father ran away with me. One would expect things to calm down, but for me, who ran away with my parents, things just got worse. Naruto shook. How did it get worse? Naruto desperately tried to keep his emotions in check. I was just a few years old when it all happened. I was playing near a puddle of water when I suddenly moved the water in the air, controlling it with my movements. I was startled yet amazed when I started to play with it. I then hurried to show my Kasen, thinking that she would be happy. Haku then had an engrossed look. Instead, she just slapped me and told me to never do that again. However, that was too late, as my father had already seen it, and Haku paused as tears started falling down her face at the memory which ensued in her mind. Then one day lots of villagers came to our house. My mum and I found out my father was responsible, as they wanted to kill me and my Kasen just because we had bloodlines. Kasen tried to protect me, but she was killed. I covered my head and screamed. The next thing I saw was the entire mob impaled on gigantic ice spikes. Haku's quivered as she looked at Naruto, her beautiful face now having a livid look. Now do you see what we have to do? Naruto trembled his eye. While he looked at Haku, he saw her cold, lonely eyes, which made him flinch and look down, while he then closed his eyes. Those eyes, they are just like mine. Naruto was about to give her his answer, but then suddenly he thought of something. Or someone. I am Tochi. Kizara. Each of their faces flashed in his mind. Naruto gritted his teeth. I can't, I'm sorry. He turned away from the way Haku looked at him, as frankly Naruto was disgusted with himself too. Turning away from others who have suffered just like him, he was a hypocrite. I'm sorry if I did do this. Nothing will stop Konoha from punishing me. Tears enveloped her eyes again as Haku's just smiled sadly. I know how it is. I should have known you were that kind of person. Without any response, Haku disappeared as she jumped out of the window, leaving Naruto on his own, contemplating to what he has done. Naruto! A voice echoed downstairs, waking Naruto up. He heard Tsunami's voice ringing from downstairs, thus he went down to her to see what she wants. Shopping district. Tsunami asked Naruto to help her with his shopping, by which he reluctantly accepted because she again gave him that look that accepted no for an answer. Today, for some reason, Tsunami looked to be smiling as she looked be enjoying herself. Both Tsunami and Naruto were walking through the shopping center, just window shopping, as this irritated Naruto. Who the hell goes shopping and not buy anything? Naruto suddenly shivered as he thought of the time where he and Kizara went shopping. She literally bought lots of clothes and for some reason only uses some of them. On second thought, I'm lucky to be not buying anything. He looked at his client's daughter while she was checking out some clothes for her son, and for himself surprisingly. Naruto-kun, try this on? Naruto sighed. They were now having a break as they looked to be sitting in a bench near the park, which looked to be demolished and distorted. Tsunami looked sad. Naruto noticed her, and asked what was wrong. Naruto-kun, this used to be a playground, you know? This got the boy's attention. What really? Tsunami nodded. Yeah, it was. Inari and his friends all used to play here, but... Tsunami became quiet. Naruto also became glum. Gato said. Woman nodded. Yes, Gato, but you know what the worst part is? All of Inari's friends are now dead. Naruto's eyes went wide in shock. What? But they are just kids, right? Tsunami interjected. Yes, their parents all own businesses, and when Gato took over their businesses, the Yakuzas killed them because they didn't want to be slaves. Naruto nodded. So Gato killed their families. Yes, I didn't tell Inari because I wanted to protect him, but it was too late. Tsunami nodded at the man who saved her. Yes, Kaisa's death really destroyed him, but now he is slowly getting back to normal. Tsunami then soothingly touched Naruto's knee and looked at him. Naruto, it was all thanks to you, and I'm forever grateful. It's alright, I just couldn't let the kid be. Tsunami nodded. But what about Haku? This greatly surprised Naruto, who froze. What Haku's saying is no different to what you have done for Inari. Naruto became frantic, has held his head down. But I can't, this is too much. Tsunami then gently cupped his head. Naruto, you saved me not because it was your mission, because you believed that it was the right thing to do. That may not be true, because maybe I saved you because you were Tazuna's daughter. Then why did you stay behind when your team wanted to leave? Naruto's eyes went wide. Naruto, to tell you the truth, I'm attracted to you. Naruto blushed slightly, making Tsunami giggle. We had shinobis before, but they all cared for their missions. Some even sacrificed their clients to Gato. Naruto just kept getting shocked at what the woman next to him was telling him. When my father told me he is going to get shinobis, I thought he will die like the rest of the previous people who done it before him. I was right, all shinobis only care about is the mission. However, there was something that shone, something that was different than before. Do you know what that was? Tsunami looked at Naruto in the eye, who shook his head indicating that he doesn't know. It was you, Naruto-kun. Naruto gasped at her as her eyes was burning feverishly. Naruto then sighed disappointedly. I can't, even if I wanted to, I can't. So you fear your village? This made the boy's head turn so quickly at her the way the man was speaking to you. Tsunami answered his question before he had the chance to ask. Naruto froze, Aoi's voice ringing in his head. You're quite famous. When I was in Konoha, Aoi smiled a cruel smile. We Jounins used to have a game called Fox Hunt. As when you were in hiding, we started to seek. Get what I mean? Naruto's eyes went wide while Tsunami trembled. Tsunami was there and heard everything. He didn't know she would add 2 and 2 together. Naruto-kun, just because I'm not a shinobi doesn't mean I'm stupid. Tsunami looked cross while she had her arms wrapped into a pretzel-shaped knot, resting just beneath her breasts. Naruto waved his hands at her. No, I didn't think that. Tsunami sighed. So is it your village that's stopping you? Naruto nodded. Yeah, if they find out, they will consider it as an act of treason and insubordination. I could get executed. Tsunami suddenly got a serious look marred in her face as she unexpectedly slapped Naruto. Slap? The boy looked at her in shock. Are you that scared of your village? I should have known better. This got Naruto angry as retaliated. Lady, you don't know what kind of life I have lived. Don't you dare judge me? Then what are you afraid of? Tsunami suddenly exploded. Naruto's eyes went considerably wide in shock. What am I afraid of? He remembered Haku's tears. I know how it is. I should have known you were that kind of person. Naruto then felt someone hug, which made him flinch. It was Tsunami, and the few words she said changed Naruto's life forever. You are strong, Naruto-kun. All you need is to take a leap of faith. Naruto's eyes went wide. Leap of faith. Tsunami then went close to him, her face close to his, making eye contact with one another. Yes, you may never know where you might end up, but it is better to take it than to never take it, and think of what ifs. Suddenly a child came up towards them, destroying their atmosphere. Hey mister, have you seen a little girl? Naruto and Tsunami looked at the kid. The kid looked worse for wear as he was well malnourished, and had clothes on that was too big for him. Naruto gritted his teeth. The kid reminded him of him. So both he and Tsunami looked at the kid as Tsunami looked worried. No kid, but I suddenly someone screamed. Naruto and Tsunami looked as they saw the little girl run towards the boy. Keiko, both now brothers and sisters, hugged one another. Naruto saw that even though the world was tough on them, they looked happy just by being together. Hey kid! The kid looked at Naruto, who walked up to him, getting the attention of both Keiko and Tsunami. Naruto suddenly took out his whole wallet as he then bent down towards the kid. Hey, what's your name? The kid flinched as he looked scared but answered anyway, Kentaro. Naruto smiled. Alright, Kentaro here. Suddenly Kentaro received a wallet, making him confused. Take it, and don't show it to no one. Alright, but promise me something. Kentaro opened the wallet, and his eyes went wide. The wallet was full of money. Kentaro quivered. I can't take this. Naruto then grabbed the kid by the shoulders roughly. You can. Don't ask questions. The kid then nodded furiously. Promise me something first, okay? Okay. The kid looked at Naruto, who smiled as he then brought out his pinky, gesturing the kid to the same. Promise me that you will protect your sister no matter what, okay? Pinky swear it. Kentaro looked determined. I pinkies swear that no matter what I will protect my little sister. They then finished their customary pinky swear. Mister, what's your name? Kentaro asked while he looked on in amazement at Naruto, who smiled. My name is Uzumaki Naruto. You better fulfill your promise, you hear? Kentaro nodded as he then took Keiko, who remarkably hugged Naruto, who smiled at the girl. Tsunami looked on with a smile. Naruto, who had his back turned, stood up. Take a leap of faith, huh? Tsunami didn't answer, she just looked on. Naruto then turned around and gave biggest smile he could muster, making her smile. Well, why don't I see where it takes me? Tsunami smiled. That's the Naruto she known he would be. Let's get home. Naruto turned around and looked at Tsunami, who looked displeased. Naruto raised his eyebrow at her. What's wrong? Tsunami smiled widely, making Naruto feel a little scared. Who said we are done with shopping, Naruto-kun? Naruto's eyes went wide. Tazuna's house. Everyone sat at the dining table with Inari and Tazuna since work on the bridge was done for the day. When Naruto trudged in through the door, he looked to be drained, with an amused Tsunami following behind him. What has got into you, Naruto? Sakura asked her teammate, who looked at her and just grunted, making her eyebrow twitch irritably at him. Naruto just went to the couch and jumped on it. What has got into him? Said Tazuna, who surprisingly is sober. He looked at Naruto, who lazily was watching the TV. Tsunami giggled. He just experienced a day without training. Kakashi looked at Tsunami, raising his eyebrow at her lazily. And what is that? Tsunami just smiled as she raised a pack of bags at him. Kakashi, who got the meaning, shivered and quickly went back to his reading. Asuma looked on with wide eyes while Kurenai and Hyuga started to smile as they got up to go to Tsunami. Both guys were thinking of the same thing. Oh no, Naruto, you poor bastard. Tsunami-san, what did you buy? Tsunami giggled at the two girls. Nothing, just food. Jounin sighed in relief for the male comrade. But I got pictures, and let me tell you, Naruto looks very handsome indeed. Tsunami stretched the word handsome, thus making the girls smile wider. Naruto eyes went wide. Show me. Tsunami, yeah, I would love to see them. Okay, but Naruto-kun looks like a swimsuit model. He made the girls glee. They even chased him out of the shopping center. This got Sakura's attention as she too joined the group of girls. The moment Tsunami brought out the deck of pictures, time stopped. Tazuna gulped as he sweated in fear, holding Inari tightly that looked to be struggling to get out. Asuma didn't even breathe in his cigarettes as it laid there in his mouth, wasting away. Kakashi didn't even flick a page on his precious Ika. Sasuke, well, he was Uchiha Sasuke and he was just being his grumpy old self. Wait. Time resumed as then everyone looked at Naruto, who slowly looked to be getting up, his hair covering his face. What is it, Naruto-kun? Tsunami smiled again, using that same smile that annoyed Naruto. Suddenly killer intent shrouded the area, shocking everyone. It was Naruto, as for some reason a black shroud was covering him, making him look even scarier. You're making me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry, said Naruto in a Bruce Banner-style kind of way. Everyone shuddered except Kurenai and Tsunami, who just smiled at him. Then Naruto started to walk towards them, grunting as he got closer to them. As he walked, Sakura sweated in fear at the scary look he was giving them. He was then getting closer, thus making Hyuga almost on guard, as she now knew he was serious. He was getting much closer to the girls now, his footsteps echoing in the house. The guys watched in bated breaths, even Sasuke disturbingly. Tsunami and Kurenai just smiled as they kept their composure. When Naruto got to them, everyone gulped as Inari feared for his Kasan's safety. Then, without warning, Naruto just walked to his right, which was towards the kitchen. What's in the fridge today? Hunger. I'm stricken by hunger. This made everyone face fault, hitting the ground hard. They thought he was going to go crazy. They never thought he would do this. Tsunami and Kurenai smirked. Naruto may be a tough guy, but even he had a soft side. So Tsunami-san, are you going to show us the pictures? Said Sakura, as for some reason she was eager, while Naruto started to sweat when he was inside the fridge, so he started to wish for a miracle. Kasan, I'm hungry, Inari whined. Saved by the bell, thought Naruto, as he inwardly wanted to hug Inari and give the kid a treat. Sorry, Sakura-san, we'll show you after dinner. Inari looked at Naruto. As he looked back at the kid, they then gave each other thumbs up. Inari just saved the day. He was one miracle, alright. Kurenai looked disappointed. Yugao sighed and Sakura whined, the latter getting the attention of Kakashi, who raised his eyebrow at the girl but shrugged. His book was ignored long enough. Everyone then started to eat and chatting together in harmony, as after they ate everyone felt sleepy. The Jounins and Yugao noticed, although they were affected, started to look around for enemy sightings as they saw the Genins fall asleep first. Kakashi looked on but then found out the source of the sleeping drug. It was Tsunami. Tsunami-san. Kurenai looked faintly at the woman who had her head down, her hair covering her face. Yugao tried to get up and go to her but didn't get far as she too fell asleep. Kakashi and Asuma hit face first on the table as sleep enclosed on them. Tsunami even drugged her son and her father, as she looked at them with a serious expression. When the coast was clear and everyone was deep asleep, she then went to Naruto and kicked him awake. Ugh! Naruto slowly got up as he looked at Tsunami, who was smiling. Hurry, you must go. You don't have much time. Naruto nodded at the woman, who then gave him a hug. But what will you do? Tsunami smiled. Don't worry, I will think of something, making the man nod wearily. Okay, I leave it up to you. Naruto was about to jump out the window and find Haku. He was stopped by Tsunami. Wait, Naruto-kun. Naruto looked at Tsunami, who walked towards him as she unexpectedly hugged him. Naruto-kun, don't be scared because you are doing the right thing. Naruto smiled in the embrace Tsunami was giving him. Don't worry, I won't. Tsunami nodded as she then let go of him. Tsunami, the woman looked at him as at that moment Naruto smiled lustrously. Thanks. Tsunami blushed furiously at Naruto, who jumped out of the window and then started to look for Haku. Tsunami looked at the window Naruto left on as she then clasped her hands together worryingly, her hands shaking. Be safe, Naruto-kun. Thank you so much for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed this scenario. If you want the next part of this video, turn on that bell notification. Like, subscribe and comment down below. And also check out the others' videos I have created and enjoyed it. See you guys next video. Until that, take care.